video game podcast starts now.
Hello and welcome to Click Click Play episode 18. We've made it to 18. How is everybody? Manny, how are you? You're back.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How was
What's
your
up,
week off?
everybody? It was nice, man. It was pretty. I don't even know what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, I was at work.
Yeah,
Fucking work,
Mother's
dude.
Day.
Why did you remind me about that? Now I'm all depressed now.
Oh,
I hate work.
wait,
Why can't I be rich?
were you delivering loads of flowers and stuff for Mother's Day?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I was dancing on a pole for all the moms out there.
Mm-hmm. He's a mother
For all
lover.
the moms out there.
You like those MILFs?
Oh yeah, I love.
Speaking of MILFs,
What's a MILF?
Mother I love to friend. Andre.
Hold on. Let me Google search MILF. All right, you guys keep going on.
Save search off. Andre the giant YouTube star is here. That's your new name, by the way.
Hey everybody, it's the giant YouTube star here. How's it going? To
Oh,
all
Andre the
17
Giant.
of my subscribers, I love you guys.
How's it going? How has your week been?
It's going amazing. I got my bike stolen at the beginning of the week. Did I tell you guys that?
No, I saw you moan about it on Twitter, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so
my bike got stolen. I left it outside for a night. Woke up the next morning, it wasn't there anymore.
You left
So
it outside
somebody-
in New York.
I wasn't thinking. I left it outside in Crown Heights, which is like a dangerous
area?
neighborhood. It's like a fantastic neighborhood, just by the name alone. Crown
Heights sounds amazing. Is it amazing?
Yeah, it's incredible. A lot of cheap apartments here. That's all I
Yeah.
will say.
Oh, I'm looking for a cheap apartment in Barcelona, and they don't exist anymore. They've gone up about 50% in the last 5 years, so there's no way.
I can see that.
How's it in New York? Does it going up and up and up?
It's always going up and 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 up. It's like the most expensive city to live in the world or something.
Mm,
And I'm feeling that.
yeah.
You know, I'm feeling that pretty hard.
Rob says you're a Brooklyn hipster.
Yes I am. Everyone calls me that.
Can't you tell by his hat?
And that beard.
Yeah.
What's happening with the beard, Andre?
I forgot to shave. I'm literally going to shave right after this podcast.
I can't talk. I broke the shaver like 2 weeks ago, and I thought I'm gonna wait until I get a new one. I got a new one coming on Wednesday, but I'm like, oh god, it's actually getting really long now. Speaking of someone who can't grow beards, Jordan, have you ever grown a beard?
I'm a Delph now.
A twink. No, you're a twink without.
Hold
a
on.
beard.
Let me Google what DILF is. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah.
Go for twink.
Oh no!
Jordan, how have you been? How was your
I'm good.
birthday? Happy 32nd birthday.
30th, 3030.
Oh.
Nice, dude. How does it feel to be almost dead?
hmm
Pretty good. I embrace death.
You're a third of the way to 90. Are you drinking like malt whiskey there? Is that how old you are now?
Straight up on the rocks.
Oh yes.
So it's not straight up then.
No.
Mm.
Oh, and we've
I
got
want a whiskey neat on the rocks. Let's go.
Can I get a whiskey on the rocks, please? And then the bartender slaps you in the face and kicks you out.
last week of
Lucky
bartenders.
it's my
Last
birthday.
week's Rocket Sauce is in the chat, entertaining anyone in there who wants to be entertained. He's no longer in Barcelona. But anyway, Jordan, what did you do? Did you for your birthday? I saw you went to, the good capital of London.
Yes. Went to London. Stayed at the Mayfair Hotel, which is like a really plush hotel, so that was lush.
What's the capital of London?
I meant to like the capital, and like comma London.
Oh,
Explain what a comma is
America.
to Manny. But,
Don't be
what I
racist.
do? I went to a Star Wars convention.
Star Wars convention.
Cool little drink
Oh,
thing.
God.
Star Wars identities. In
what's
the
Star
O2.
Wars? Hold on, let me Google it.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's not been to a
Oh,
convention like in the last month?
Just-
We had Manny at his Space Pyro one, Andre at the YouTube, and then Jordan's gone to Star Wars. I need to go to one now.
I was
say
actually at Star
convention.
Wars too. I was at Star Wars too. The time that I went to Orlando was half Star Wars, half Star Citizen.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
See the
Was that on
crossover.
purpose? Yeah.
No, it just
Double
happened.
booked. So Jordan, what
Happened that
did you went down to London? Apart from that, anything special?
Well, I say convention. There was about 3 other people there. There was like 3 other French people there. So didn't even talk to them. It was more of an exhibition, really. They were like sets and costumes and things from the film, and you had to wear like a earpiece, and if you stood in a certain place, it would start to talk to you. And I thought it would be like really cool trivia about the films, but I think it was designed for school kids because it started trying to teach me philosophy. So I just quickly took the earpiece out and just kind
I'm
of
not here
went
to
around
think.
It's like, what happens to you when you die?
it was literally that.
School kids.
And then I also saw Wicked.
Oh,
Loser.
how was it? Was it wicked?
Why is that a loser thing? That's such a cool thing to do. It's not a loser
Hold on,
thing.
let me Google. What's Wicked? Hold on, let me Google.
I'm
It's a
not
play,
Wicked.
right?
The musical.
It's a musical. Same exact
It really is.
fucking thing, dude. Jesus.
How was it?
As the
Jordan?
only New Yorker on the podcast, I
It's not
disagree
Rocky
with
Horror. I'm not interested.
It's not
The
Rocky.
Americans. The Americans. Press the arrogance button to press it.
Where's that mute button? But Andre
Wicked
showing
was
off-
really good. Have you seen it, Ben?
No, I haven't. No, I'm not really interested in it. Gotta
I
tell
saw
you.
a porno named Wicked.
I've seen the prequel, The Wizard of Oz. Does that count?
oh yeah.
It's not really a prequel. They run side by side, but whatever.
Agent Fart says, "Is Wicked about gay vampires?" Jordan.
No, that was Twilight.
Oh. So what about you? What have you been doing this week? You're returning here. Anything apart from having your
Wait,
bike
huh?
stolen? Yeah. You went and bought some headphones today.
Oh, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said someone else. Yeah, no.
Nobody can hear you, man.
The other
The other
Andre.
Andre.
No, I just got back from Best Buy. I had to buy new headphones because I broke my old ones. And like during the last podcast, I'm not sure if you could tell, but my headphones started to break during the podcast. I didn't want to stop, so like I kept taking them off and just adjusting them and like putting them on correctly.
That's why you went all
Yeah.
Calvin Harris with one headphone over. And
Yeah.
I thought you were just trying to be really cool.
No, because the other one was making like a beeping noise. It was just like beep. So I had to take that one off. It was the worst. But now I bought these for like $9 and they're fine
Bargain.
for right now.
Yeah, I've got the same ones as well for when I can't find my others. How about you,
For
Manny?
€9.
How, apart from having to work, have you been up to anything? Any non-gaming related stuff?
Non-gaming, no. Just I went to the pool yesterday for like the first time in literally 100 years.
Oh, that's when
Like,
you were
there's-
playing Mario Kart by the pool. I think
Yeah,
you were just
yeah,
trying to
I was
put
playing
Reese off.
Yeah, I was playing Mario Kart by the pool. Which was pretty cool. That's why my connection kept dropping away because I'm so far away from my router.
He keeps telling us that because he lost last
I know,
time.
dude. If I would have been sitting next to my fucking router, it would have been another story.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would have won that whatever you guys
Yeah.
were giving away.
Yeah, the guy who
Pac-Man.
won actually said that he didn't have a PC. I didn't have a gaming PC, so he asked for a £10 gift voucher instead. I was like, no, these are all free games I
Oh,
got
no.
from a monthly bundle. I can't afford anything else. So should we go into some games?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, wait, ready for this? Just wait, Jordan. Have you got a stream up? Are you
Oh
able
my
to see the
God.
stream?
He's gonna
Is
mute
Is
me
this
again.
the new thing?
I'm
Is this
gonna-
the new
Don't
thing?
This is
mute
the
me.
new thing.
You
I'm
better
gonna-
not mute me
I'm gonna
during it.
mute you.
You better not mute me during it. Don't do it.
Okay, it's muted.
Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. And if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it?
How amazing is that? There's a bit of a delay on because it's about a 50-second delay. So these guys are singing it right now. How did you did you enjoy that?
That was fucking incredible.
Oh, that was so good. Well, you sent it to me like at 3 a.m. last night, and I was just about to go to bed, and I was like, wait a minute, I got an email, and I just clicked that, and like the dog jumped up because I was just started laughing. Seems so it's made me come. Who was Manny? Manny was
And he was
Apex Predator.
oh,
No.
Only the greatest wrestler of all time, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes,
Jordan
Randy
would
Orton.
obviously. It's not
I love what he
Austin,
wears, dude.
Like
I want to
nothing.
fucking look like that.
He wears nothing.
He just wears a speedo and freaking just tatted up.
Mm. I remember when he
what I
first
wanna wear.
started, and I was like, yeah, he's been there for a while.
Has he? I don't really watch wrestling. I really should though. Dude, you
No,
guys
you
who
shouldn't.
watch
No, you shouldn't watch wrestling.
you guys
Don't
who watch wrestling, you guys sound like you guys have amazing time. It's like a soap
Nope.
opera for you guys, and
Nope.
It is.
and I
It's terrible
I
now.
need a
though.
new soap opera to get into.
It's not
So-
good.
Wrestling's a bad thing.
I don't know about that, man. It looks pretty cool.
I
Mm-mm.
don't know about that.
It's not. It's crap. It's dire now. Anyway, we were
The best
playing.
thing in wrestling right now, by the way, is the at NXT last night they had the UK Championship, and that match was incredible. So anybody that does quite like wrestling, you should watch that. It's on the network.
Can you do a JR impression? Because JR was commentating it. What do they call it?
Yeah,
Calling
what was
it.
that? Why would they bring back JR to commentate on the UK Championship match?
In the next
Yeah,
Hey,
year?
what are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about
What is
wrestling?
this?
JR? I
Is
don't
that
know
like
JR.
a-
It's like the most
No.
legendary commentator. My God!
Can we- can we-
My God!
My God! You're broken in
Can
half.
we
Got
stop
a
talking-
family.
Can we stop talking about this
Hey,
wrestling thing?
what video game is this? What video game is this that we're talking
Oh,
about?
it's a wrestling 2K18. It just came out actually.
Speaking of
Video
game.
laying the smackdown, we played Mario Kart. Had
Hey-o.
a Mario Kart tournament yesterday. Oh, and it was so tense. Not with Manny, he can.
I have
last.
questions.
But, okay.
I got in
Andre.
there way late.
So
Andre
I saw
and-
the league table.
Yeah.
I've got two questions.
Go on, the
I
first
saw the
question.
league table. Top. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. At the top seemed to be a computer-controlled baby Luigi. Is this correct?
I don't know
No.
who Baby
No,
Luigi was.
It's just a guy who literally, I think he is Baby Luigi.
He says that he plays it at school with his friends and he's a pro. So I think
Plays
we
it
got
at school with
beaten.
his friends?
Yeah, we got
His-
beaten by
I-
a guy who
his-
goes to school.
His Twitch name was Baby Luigi or something like
Yeah,
that,
no-
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
well,
You're
His
making
Twitch-
that up.
No, no,
There's no
no.
role-
This guy
There's no
was
role-playing
the real
ability in
deal.
Mario Kart. Bullshit.
Mm.
And like, so I know the answer to that now. My second question is 12 points, Manny. What happened there, mate?
Like I said, every time you get dropped out, every time you disconnect and you try and reconnect again, you start off with 0 points. So it happened to me like 3 times.
But it didn't for Reese. Reese left and came back and he had 50 points.
Oh!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Andre, like,
That's it.
we were fighting for second place and
yeah.
I finished above him by 2 points. I got 242 and you got 240, and it was, if I'd finished 8th, he'd have finished above me, and I finished
Yeah.
7th. I think it was. That was really tense. It was great. I loved it. We played
was
24 round tournament. I think that was a little bit too much, but it was fun.
Yeah, that was after 3 races. I was like, dude, I want to play this.
Yeah.
So in
Try
3
and play
races,
like
you got 12 points. Is what you're saying. 3 races,
Shut up.
12 points. All right.
Dear me. Never mind, Manny. Next time. Jordan, you didn't join. Where
Alright,
were you? Have you got Mario Kart?
Yeah, I just don't have the time in my life to play tournaments, 24-round
Oh.
tournaments with you.
Wow, just because you're 30 doesn't mean you can't find time to
Yeah.
play it, dude.
It's got a fiance and a
Just too
dog.
mature. I'm just too mature for
Yeah,
Mario
just too-
Kart tournaments. Sorry.
Now. Never too mature.
Whatever. Sue me.
All
I've only
right.
got
I'm
time
pretty-
to watch wrestling and go to Star
pretty
Wars
sure-
exhibit.
I'm pretty sure I looked at a pie chart, and the only people that are playing Mario Kart are 30-year-olds.
Yeah, and that 12-year-old that beat us.
Yeah, and that's
Baby Luigi's like 2.
I know it was a real person playing that. It wasn't actual Baby Luigi.
yeah, it wasn't a real Baby Luigi, Jordan. Come on, dude.
Oh, I should really get on the drink as well. I've got some gin. But anyway,
Ooh.
so
Save it
Mario
for the
Kart.
21st podcast.
Mm-hmm.
In my birthday party, I was giving out shots of what I thought was tequila, but it turns out it was gin.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing or a
Shot
good
of
thing? I don't
gin
know.
is-
It's a really bad thing. It's like one of the few spirits I wouldn't want to like shoot.
No.
Isn't tequila worse than gin anyway?
No, 'cause at least tequila's designed for that.
Tequila's designed for shooting it.
Yeah,
Bang,
Jordan.
bang.
Tell Manny and Andre how to drink tequila.
You
I hate
pour it in
fucking
a-
tequila.
I love
pour it
tequila.
in a shot glass.
What are all the sayings? What are all the tequila sayings? Like the tequila. There's a song that says Tequila makes my clothes come off.
Tequila,
Do you guys ever hear
it
it?
makes me
Tequila. You guys know what I'm
horny.
It
talking
makes
about,
me
right?
happy.
Huh?
Your tequila.
Oh, it's
It
whiskey
makes
makes my
me
clothes come off?
high.
Yeah,
Oh,
whiskey
never
makes you
mind.
frisky, and what's it? Whiskey
Tequila makes you.
makes you feeler.
Yeah,
Wine and beer.
Tequila makes me pregnant.
Is it wine and beer and wine feeling fine? Wine then beer feeling.
Queer.
It's
Yeah.
queer. Ew.
Oh, last
Feel
night-
a queer. A queer.
Last week we were talking about drinks, and there's the Johnny Vegas that I don't know if you heard it. Johnny Vegas that Rocket Sauce
Yeah.
has, which is tequila and what was it? Was it tequila and Red Bull or something? A tequila
Yeah.
and
Oh, boy.
tequila and Mountain Dew or something like that. It was like Jesus overload.
That's how the drink.
Beer then grass on your ass. That's another one as well. Brilliant. Anyway,
Yeah.
how can we go from Mario Kart onto different drinks?
There's a Baby Luigi.
Andre, have you
Baby
got any
Luigi
gold?
started it.
Have you got any gold stars from playing 200cc yet?
No, I haven't even touched. I still have to do the reverse courses.
Yeah, is mirrored like what difficulty is mirrored?
It's 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 150, but just in reverse.
Yeah, but I started playing in reverse and or in the mirror mode, and like it was like the most confusing, disorienting thing ever.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing it so much on like regular, that like switching is like playing a completely different game, and like I don't know these maps anymore. It's the worst.
And like everything's reversed. It is just like a mirror. Like even the
Yeah.
text and the guy that comes and says
No,
3, 2, 1. It's all backwards.
Is it really?
Yeah, like even the one that comes with a flag or lap, whatever it was. Every single thing's reversed.
I didn't even realize that. That's funny.
Oh, Rocket's saying that the Johnny Vegas is a watermelon pucker and Red Bull. I don't know what a watermelon pucker is though.
That's when you have sex with a watermelon.
All right.
Put
Next
Red Bull in
game.
it.
Oh,
Sounds awesome.
sorry.
So,
Hold on, let me Google what watermelon pucker is.
Okay. Well, while you're googling that, Andre, what games have you been playing this week?
I've been playing Thumper, a Switch game that came out a while back for PS4 and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox as well, but I love it on
No.
my. And it's
I
not.
don't think. Yeah, I don't think Thumper's out on Xbox.
Oh, that
No.
sucks for Xbox because
no
it's like a
market there.
really fun rhythm game, and I love rhythm games. I'm just never good at them.
Mm-hmm.
But like this one is like it's super intense. It's really pretty. The music is like I didn't think I was gonna be into the kind of music it is. It's kind of like I can't even compare it to anything. It's not like house music, but it's like it's almost like a movie soundtrack playing. But like man, it's so fun. Like you guys should, if not play it, just listen to the soundtrack because it's awesome.
Yeah, I was after the very long tournament, Mario Kart tournament yesterday. I was looking through all the new games that came out on the Switch, and I was going through the little menu, and I saw the Thumper came out, and then I remembered watching Ben play it on his channel.
On
But
Friday.
he was playing it with but he was playing it on PSVR, which to me looks like the best way to play. I don't think
Yeah.
I playing it on a fucking little tiny screen and just.
You can connect it to your TV. But
I mean,
like,
I feel like the PSVR is the way to go, isn't that? Like,
Yeah,
it puts
just
you
don't
in
eat.
that whole.
I played it after having
completely
quite a
boxed
large.
out.
I had quite a large dinner and was playing it, and I just started feeling sick after about 5 minutes. But I
yeah.
need to like play that more because I can't imagine ever playing Thumper on, especially on a handheld. Something so small that I've been totally immersed into the world, and you smash things, and you go through these clouds of debris, and it's so
Yeah.
good in VR, especially when you've got the headphones, like proper headphones covering you. If it's the sound, like the noise cancelling ones or earbuds
Yeah.
that go in, because the music is it's insane. It's really good.
I love it. Like I would love to play it on PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
I don't got PlayStation or a VR headset. So that's never gonna happen. So like the Switch is the next best thing for me. I have that. I'm not sure if you guys
Put it
are
like
aware.
really
I have a
close to your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. I just connect it to my TV and like I just blast the surround sound that I don't have.
It's a bit annoying
Just
that
put the
if you
volume
don't
on really high.
if you don't have a PS4, you're gonna miss out also on Res Infinite because that's so good,
Oh, yeah.
especially the Area X. Have you played it, John? Res Infinite.
No.
It's so
I
good.
played Res.
Yeah, what is it?
Do you
Played
know
Res on the 360 with the HD release,
Wasn't
but
it-
I haven't played the PSVR version.
It was Dreamcast originally, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they did a HD remaster for the 360.
Yeah. Well, they brought it on the
No.
PSVR as well, and that's really good. That's my favorite
Yes.
VR game, I think, by far. is Res.
That's the definitive edition.
Yeah. Then they had this thing called Area X, which is like a really really modern like version of it where you can fly around in all sorts of 3D. It's not really as linear like in like a shooting gallery like the other one was. But yeah, I wonder if that's going to be the basis for the next game, because they're surely going to have to bring out a second one, because it was really, really well received. But I'm not totally sure how well it sold, because it was quite cheap.
Oh yeah.
So Andre, you how far
Thumper
in for Res? I'm sure there'll be another Thumper as well, but one day I'll finish.
They must have
Thumper.
made. I don't know the history of the developer or anything. They must have done something since Res, surely.
I don't know.
Because Res is quite an old game at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a gaming podcast. We would know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questioning our knowledge, man.
Who is it? Who made Res? It's Q
literally-
Entertainment, Sonic Team. Yeah,
Made Res? What
Yeah.
the hell is Res?
Sega was a publisher. No, wait.
You've literally Googled everything, and you're not just gonna just Google Res.
Here we go.
I'm not
Res.
doing
It's List. Is
Not doing it
oh
anymore.
no, there is a List. I was like, List is the publisher. Oh wait, no, that's it just says
Jesus Christ.
United Game Artist. They do Sonic. Pretty much Sonic the Hedgehog made Res. There you go.
Oh really?
What?
There has never
What
been
are you
a good
talking about?
Sonic game.
Sonic the
Sonic-
Hedgehog made Res.
Wait, Sonic the Hedgehog, the mythical beast made a game?
Yeah, Res.
Cool. What other,
Luigi,
what other
with
games
Baby Luigi.
with Baby Luigi? Okay. What other games have you played, Andre?
I have also played Hotline Miami. It came out. Well, it came out a long time ago,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah,
on
it's like
sale on
2 years, right?
Steam.
2 years.
Yeah, it was on sale on Steam for $8 for number 1 and 2, and I'm just playing through number 1 right now. And
Ooh, nice.
again, like soundtrack wise, it's incredible. Like that music
Yeah.
in that game is awesome.
You finding
And
it really
it's so
difficult?
fast. Wait, what?
Are you finding it really difficult?
Oh yeah, since I'm not like like it's a mouse and keyboard game,
Yeah.
and like I'm not a computer person at all, so I'm like fucking up a lot.
You
But
can use a controller with it if you want to just slam a controller in. That'll work.
yeah, but I don't own like a wired controller,
Okay.
and I don't know if my Mac can pick up my wireless Xbox One controller. But like
Yeah, just get a USB lead. It'll work.
yeah, that's what I need to do. But like
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun with it. Again, like I'm playing it with headphones on, just like as loud as possible. It's really fast. Like when you die, you just press R really quick and you're back at it.
You're back,
that's good.
Back to life.
Yeah, and it's I fucking love that game. I love it too.
Yeah.
That and Thumper are the only 2 games I've played this week.
But they're 2 really difficult games you're playing. Because Thumper, I'm on like I think there are 7 levels, or maybe even 8 or 9 levels, and I'm on like the middle of level 4, and just getting to a point where wow, this is really really difficult to get through. Like just to get from one checkpoint to another.
Are you getting S? Are you trying to get all S rank?
No,
or-
I try and no. I just want to get through it because
really?
get to a point where like you've done level 1 and like a bit of 2, because it gets a lot longer. Like the levels.
I've got yeah. I've gotten
triple.
to the part where you have to be able to like fly for a bit. Like
Yeah.
you have to do the fly beats, and like like I think it's like the first level only had, I think it was like 13 levels in it,
Yeah.
and then the second level has like 20 something in it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I'm really enjoying it. So.
There's the one that gets me is when you have to change lanes, which is coming
Oh,
up a
I didn't
bit.
even experience that yet. Yeah.
That's because then you got to change it, then you got to hit it, then you got to go up and slam down, and then change again and go back. Oh, it's really, yeah, it's fun. It's such a good game, but yeah, in VR, I can't imagine playing it on a small screen. But as long as you got your headphones in, you kind of you're immersed.
Exactly.
They call it a rhythm horror game. Are you feeling?
I can see that. I can
Bit
see
of
that.
horror.
I was thinking it as like a, what would you consider like Bloodborne?
What would
Fucking
I?
brilliant.
Wait, what?
Jordan's a fan.
Like-
Fucking brilliant. That's literally the genre.
No, but it's like
Souls.
the literature genre.
It's
like
yeah. No, the
Yeah,
guy that
no,
wrote.
not Gothic.
What's the guy that
Yeah,
wrote
the guy
it?
who wrote it.
Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Lovecraftian.
like I look at this game like a
What
Lovecraft.
Thumper is.
Yeah, that's what I like look at it as. Like when you're fighting like the giant skull monster and like the giant octopus looking thing. It's like a
It's got about
It'd
as
be
much
like-
of a story as Bloodborne in it as well, hasn't it?
Bloodborne's got the best story in video games, by the way. And we're going to do a podcast next week. Just to announce this now, we're doing a podcast next week where I spend 5 hours explaining that story to the guys. So,
And then we're
to
gonna
be
have
honest,
Andre with a 6-hour Zelda cast as well.
Oh yeah, right next to
no
that.
fucking story in Zelda.
There's no story, but I can talk to you about the gameplay of Zelda forever. One of the things, I sometimes watch like the explanation of the story in Dark Souls because by the end of it, I'm usually like, I don't get this, and it's like 3 hours worth of videos, and I'm like, oh my god, no way, this is insane. Oh, they were brothers prior to this, and then now they're dead, and blah blah blah. It's intense. Like those stories go crazy.
Yeah, I've never played any of the. I think Andre, I've played maybe just I think
Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, I played the first Dark Souls, or was it Dark Souls 2 that I played?
No, you got to you played Dark Souls 1 and you got to New Orlando,
Yeah.
and then you died.
New Orleans.
Yeah, you got to New Orleans.
And
Did you
The
rage
mythical
quit?
town of New Orleans.
yes, but dude, that's my
And
favorite
Orlando.
thing to do.
And Orlando is the.
Yeah, it's the favorite thing to do. Like I don't really play those games, but one day I spent hours just looking up the lore of like all of the Dark Souls on YouTube. Just stay there watching all the freaking videos.
If you want to
And that's what I love about that's what I love about those games. Just the story is not in your face. There's nobody telling you it, but you just go on YouTube and then you'll find somebody else telling you the story about it, which is freaking all the backgrounds between every boss has a story about how it became a fucking evil creature man thing.
Sounds like Destiny. I finally logged on to Bungie.
There is no story like.
Jesus Christ.
And I logged
Destiny has
onto
nothing.
Bungie, I think Bungie.net, and for the first time, and thought I'm gonna click on these Grimoire cards. I keep seeing the little thing at the bottom all the time. One day, and then finally I clicked on it and was like, oh right, so I've got thousands and thousands of these cards with some information on the back of each one. One day I'm gonna go through them, but that's definitely like something with no story.
Yeah, no.
Let's not talk about Destiny yet. Take a step back.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
Thumper. Talk to me about Thumper. I'm interested in Thumper. So where should I play Thumper?
you missed
I don't want to
Thumper,
play
that
on
was 10
PSVR because I don't know when.
Perfect.
I know,
Get
but-
a Switch and play it there.
yeah, it's cheap. It's
So I
£15.
thought about it. But then I'm thinking it's such a visual and musical game. Do I really want to play it like on a handheld?
Maybe
I want to play it on my PC.
maybe with headphones.
You can connect it
Yeah.
onto your TV. You can play it on the TV and like
Yeah.
On your sweet millimeter inch whatever the hell behind you, dude. That wallpaper TV that you have
Look,
back.
That's a pretty big TV, no?
Look in the
Okay.
chat, Jordan.
It's
Rob says
wallpaper thin.
you can borrow his VR and play Thumper on it.
Yeah,
You
I
have
could
to
do
play
it.
the VR.
But Rob probably sweated in it because that's what happened with like PSVR. You sweat like crazy into it.
Yeah, I was. That's one of the reasons I had to take it off. I'm gonna get a fan for in here because it gets way too hot. But I'm quite hot-headed, believe it or not. And when you play PSVR, I find it steams up. I know.
What does that mean?
I've got a hot
You're a
head.
hot head.
I do. And when I put my VR on, it steams up.
You get angry very easily.
I've got hot eyes. My eyes steam up like instantly.
You
But
want
after about
drugs
an
to my
hour.
pen?
No, I haven't even started my gin yet. I need to go and get it. I'll get it in a bit.
All right. I'm gonna
Agent
play
Fart
that one.
says, Agent Fart
That's
says, I play Thumper at your mum's. That's a great insult. Lots of grease and hairspray, says Robson in his
Hey.
VR. Alright. So
That's all I've been playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Get Thumper, Jordan. Or at least play go and play Rob's.
Or just look up the music from it. Watch like the first level of it. It's really
I was gonna say before you started telling me how good Dark Souls is. The every image I've seen of it, and I've watched a couple of Let's Plays, I didn't see any bosses or anything. It seemed like a fairly straightforward rhythm game, but with different music to what you used to. It seems like kind of dark industrial dance music maybe. But yeah, so I didn't see any bosses, so that's quite interesting. That
Oh yeah,
just
there's
told me I fight a
there's-
pumpkin or something.
Yeah, you fight like 3 bosses in like the first level is like, I think there's 3 bosses like right at the like a little bit close to the beginning, middle, and then the ending boss
Yeah.
is like a giant skull thing that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, the
Like,
boss is
But how do you
creepy.
fight them? Is it just the level? Like what do you have to do? In my head, there's like 2 or 3 tracks in the game, and you flip between them. Is that what you do?
No,
you
that's
do it
you have
later
to-
level.
You're thinking of Amplitude.
I'm definitely thinking. I know what Thumper looks like. It's like
Oh.
really dark. You look like a kind of beetle. Yeah.
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 So is it that like things come towards you, you need to press buttons at a certain time. Is it that type of game?
Yeah.
So if you're fighting a boss, is it just that becomes harder, or do you actually do something to fight the boss?
Like there's certain keys you have to hit on the track that like shoot like a giant missile towards it. Not like a missile, but like an energy blast towards it.
Yeah.
And then like it hits it, and it's like those keys, those missile keys are like really hard to hit because prior to that, like you have to do so much, and then at the end press the missile key.
Yeah,
It's
and if you miss
it's
one,
so hard to explain.
if you miss one little thing during the 20 or 30 keys you've got to hit before that missile key, then that missile key just becomes a normal key and you can't attack it. So usually it's like 3 or 4 and it's dead though, but it gets more difficult each time you go and hit it.
I'm guessing the music alters depending on how well you're doing.
And that's what I like about it too. It's like if you miss, you basically have to redo that little section again. But like if you keep going, if you keep being good at the game, like the music kind of continues on. But like you can't tell. Like the music is so like it seems so naturally like.
Would you describe it as music? Because it's weird. It's like
Blue
Man Group type music.
It's just sounds. It's like cool sounding sounds. It's like
Noise core.
It's like yeah, kind of. But it's like a background score for a movie. I mean, I'd consider that music, but it's.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. It's different. Look it up. Look up the first level of it, and like that's a good like indication of what that game is.
After the podcast, John.
Yeah, after the podcast.
So right, I'm off. Industrial nightmare noise, says Rob. Yeah, I think that's a good description of it.
Yeah,
it's not something I'd listen to while relaxing in the bath.
Cool. I'm sold. Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. So Manny, repete. You've been playing quite a few games.
Spanish.
You've been playing quite a few games. How's Star Citizen?
I haven't played that, but I have played this game called Salt and Sanctuary. I really wanted to talk to you guys about that. Have you guys, any of you guys played it or heard of it?
I literally googled
it
it before the show. Is
Jordan,
it
you played
Metroidvania?
it? Do you like it, man? Because I am really, really enjoying it, man. It's like it's a 2D Dark Souls, which is to me.
It feels like Dark Souls is taking over the gaming industry at the moment. And as somebody that loves it, that's great for me. But it just feels like with this podcast, I think we talk about Dark Souls every single week, just because the games that we're playing, even you'll either have something like this where it's entirely kind of a spin on the Dark Souls genre, or just games with little parts of Dark Souls in it. It's really really interesting how that's kind of shaped modern games so much.
Yeah, dude, and I'm loving it, man. Like every boss that I go up to, like there's something that I can like put on my sword to give me more damage. Like I don't know, like I haven't played a lot of like the Dark Souls series or any of those other Dark Souls games, but I feel like I'm getting a taste of it right now, and I'm freaking loving it. So it's actually making me want to go back and actually play these Dark Souls games, even though I know they'll probably be way harder than this is, because you can only go left or right in this game. There's fucking, I don't know, man. I'm just in love with it. It is so much fun. It's beating my ass though. Yeah. And the only thing that's beating my ass is the platforming, because fuck that. Having to jump from tiny little rock to another rock, I'm just falling off it and fucking dying. It's annoying.
So I think if you had to describe this game to somebody who didn't know about it, if you just said the words 2D Dark Souls, you'd pretty much nail it.
Yeah. Dude, I'm loving it, man. And another game that I'm playing, well, I played a little bit of it, not so much. Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. You guys heard about that? It's currently in alpha right now.
No.
I'm not heard of that.
Dude, it's technically another FPS, man. It's another realistic FPS, but it's based in Vietnam. It's pretty cool. A lot of tactics are. It's
competitive,
like,
or
yeah. I don't think there is a. I don't think there's gonna be a like a story mode to it. I think all of these Rising Storm games, they're literally only PvP.
Okay.
But they're really cool.
So
like
that's series of games, is it? Rising Storm that they've had previous.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And
cool.
like every team has like a bunch of, like, you know, there's Alpha, Bravo. Like they have a bunch of little, I guess, squads or whatever. And the cool thing about it is each squad leader can talk to his own team, and then also talk to the other squad leaders of all the other teams. It's like to coordinate battles and everything like that. It's really cool. I'm liking it so far. It's hard as shit though, but I mean it's another really cool little FPS game that's out
Who's publishing it? Is it a big one or is it like a indie type game?
there. I think it's like an indie type game. It's one of those Steam games.
How's that?
How
Was
does
it?
it compare to something like Counter-Strike, for instance? I'm trying to work out where
Dude,
it sits.
two completely different games. Just imagine Call of
Okay.
Duty. Just imagine Call of Duty control the points and stuff like that, or like a Battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've played so far, like a domination mode. I haven't played any. I don't think there's a team deathmatch in it yet.
How many players are we talking on a single?
Oh, dude, I think it was a total of 60 people or 65
Okay.
people.
Shit, okay.
Or
So
60,
we're
something
talking
like
like
that.
Battlefield type.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, we're talking about big maps with a lot of players on.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool because people are running around with flamethrowers and lighting people on fire and shit, but you throw a grenade, it lands near somebody, it'll blow them to pieces. It's pretty cool.
Oh, like a hyper realistic Battlefield. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just said.
Yeah, from what Nick said in chat, it's like a super hyper realistic Battlefield.
Oh, that's cool though.
Have you played
I
any more
kinda
of
want
that
that.
Escape from Tarkov?
No, man, I got bored of it.
What about PUBG as well? I haven't seen you play that as much this week.
No, I'm playing it, but it's just I don't know. I'm getting bored of that as well. I guess. you
Yeah,
could
I'm
say.
burning out a bit. I'm burning out a bit with PlayerUnknown. Just I've played it so much. Wait, nowhere near as much as you, but for me, I get bored quite easily with the game. But I'm
Yeah, that's why I moved on to a game like Saw and Sanctuary and something like that, just to do something else, man. Because like of these like games where there's only one thing you can do, it's kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I play with a group of people who are really good at the game. We win all the time, but it's the same thing over and over again. It
Bored
gets
of
quite
winning.
repetitive. Yeah, dude, I'm just tired of it, dude. I'm just too good at it.
Oh, is that why you're starting playing Mario Kart a bit? Brings you down to earth.
I'm good at Mario.
12 points he got.
12 fucking points.
Out of a
Maybe
maximum of what's 24 times 15?
Wait, what?
Say what happened?
I just seen the best name ever in the chat. Ching Chong Willy Wong.
Racist.
I know I shouldn't have said that. Why have we been spammed?
Wiener butthole. Yes, we have been
Yeah.
spammed.
That was
Oh, censorship.
yeah. And yeah, well, what
Yeah, it's
Oh.
timed out.
before we go on to my games, because mine kind of links into the news. Jordan, I hear you've been having an amazing time with Final Fantasy 13.
Video game. Oh, sorry, you didn't need that bit.
Are
Hey,
we
no,
at
no,
the-
where's
we're
that
at the
video?
news-
No.
we're at the news now, or what's going on?
Yeah, that sounded like the news one, John. God, we've gone
It's
for
all
the
the
news
same.
as well.
It's all the
Just
same,
you
mate.
wait.
It's all the same. Yeah. So what have I been playing this week? So mainly I've been playing, and I finished. And it's a right up to date game. So I know you guys on Twitch, you like to play like the most cutting edge games, the stuff that's really part of the zeitgeist at the moment. So I thought, look, I really need to get behind that so that you enjoy our content. So I've been playing Final Fantasy 13.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Out of all the Final Fantasies I played, that's one of the ones I put down the quickest. Either that or
Yeah,
12.
it's fucking awful. Yeah.
No, I remember playing 12 thinking, oh, they've messed this up. Let's hope they fix it with 13. And then I played that. I was like, oh, no, they didn't.
Yeah, I can't wait to play 12. I have to play 13 to be honest.
You're going to play 12 as well?
Yeah, there's the remaster coming out on PS4, like
Oh, yeah.
July or something. So I never really played that one because it was in the twilight years of the PS2, and I was a cool kid who already had a PS3, so I didn't really play
Rich
12.
kid. Privileged.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from the poorest part of the UK. But so any of you guys played Final Fantasy 13 Classic?
Wait,
It's
I'm
one of
trying
those.
to remember. Which
yeah.
one just came out? Which Final
15.
Fantasy?
15 just
Oh,
came
okay.
out.
That's why I was so confused. I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty recent game. I thought it
I
was.
was doing sarcasm when I gave that.
Yeah.
Is 13 the one with the girl that's wearing lingerie and she has bunny ears?
That's 1 to 15, I think.
That's
No,
1 to 15.
I think that's
Oh, shit.
Every
probably
single...
talking about 12, I think.
Oh, you can have bunny ears in 14 if you want.
13's got the protagonist is a woman, and they did like 3 games.
Aren't all the protagonists women in Final Fantasy?
No,
No.
you
That's a
Tidus,
joke.
Cloud.
I see, it's a joke.
Oh,
Hey.
no, I got it. No,
Hey.
So nobody's played it then.
No.
nope.
No.
So for Final Fantasy 13, really really high production values. When it came
Oh,
out
is
at the
it?
time, go
Yeah,
on.
is that the one? Is that the one that got a lot of shit for just being like straightforward? It was like there was
Oh, Lightning Returns. Is that what it was?
no, no, there
That's the
wasn't a lot
third
of
one.
there wasn't a lot of like
It is
I guess
literally you run down a corridor. That is all
yeah,
that you do in this
yeah,
game.
yeah.
It's a really good looking corridor, but that is all you do in this game. So
Okay,
you've got to
I
think
played it.
you're going from games like one of my favorite games of all time, Final Fantasy VII. You got Final Fantasy. You know,
Ooh.
even before that, you got 5, 6. These amazing,
Crystal Chronicles.
big, massively scoped games, and then 13 comes out, and you are literally they've got the cheek to put a map in the top right of the corner of the screen. That map is always a rectangle, and you just run upwards.
Really?
It's kind of a shame because when I played it when I first came out on PS3, I bounced off it pretty quickly because I hated the characters. It's like they're just really annoying. There's the main character's okay, but then everybody else is annoying. There's a really I would say borderline racist character with a big afro and a chocobo chicken lives inside it.
Yeah.
I'm sold. I'm buying it.
Some little really annoying kids. So yeah, all the characters are annoying. The story just, I'm sure it makes sense if you read it as a Wikipedia article, but in terms of the way the game conveys it to you, I haven't got a fucking clue what happened in that game because it never really, it seems to assume that you know everything about it. And 15 had that problem as well, where there was so much, like there was like a YouTube series and a comic book and a feature film that they assumed that you'd seen to understand the story, but with 13, there's some good things about it. It's pretty in places. It's got some good art, and the combat system's quite nice. I actually probably preferred the combat system to 15, but everything else is just so linear and shit.
Is it a good
But
story?
I finished it. I don't know because it doesn't really tell you.
Oh yeah. Sounds boring.
Yeah.
But John, we were talking earlier about everything being Dark Souls. I hear there's a Dark Souls in space now.
Yeah, it's called the Surge.
How is it? Is it like Dark Souls in
Distinctly
space?
average.
Oh.
Distinctly average. To be fair, I've played like the first hour and a half. It kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier with the industry being so shaped by the Souls games right now, and this game is by the same guys as Lords of the Fallen, which was another attempt to kind of riff off the Dark Souls.
I really like that game.
Yeah, some people like.
Lords of
It's difficult to play. I think this is the issue I'm going to have with the Surge. It's difficult to play those games if you've played the games they're inspired by, because they're so whatever you want to say about Dark Souls, they're extremely well crafted games, fantastic stories, and a lot of thought goes into those games. And then it's true. So when you play something that is just kind of trying to emulate it, but probably misses the details as to why those games do so well, i.e., level design and characterization and a depth of lore, it can I don't know, you can bounce off it pretty quickly. So I thought I'd give it a go, but I think unless it picks up pretty quickly, I'm gonna struggle with it.
No, I feel you. I played Lords of the Fallen when it was free on Xbox, and I just played Dark Souls 2. And yeah, like I know exactly what you mean. Like just playing, like going from Dark Souls, or like Dark Souls 1 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And like playing a game that is trying really hard to beat it, but like it can't. Man, I don't know. Like the magic that number 1 had was, you almost can't copy it. Like it unless you're doing exactly what Dark Souls does, like it just feels wrong. Like that's just like a compliment to the game design of the original Dark Souls.
Yeah, I almost feel like games like the Surge and all of these games that are basically trying to do what Dark Souls does need to step off a little bit and do something similar. So yes, have that gameplay loop of set up a really hard level which you need to kind of slowly make your way into, and you gain currency within it which you use to level up. That's fine, but it doesn't the aesthetics don't need to be the same, and it doesn't need to like the Surge literally comes up with a very similar game over screen. Why does it need to be so close to it? You need to innovate on that stuff and make it a genre as opposed to saying, oh well, this is our lick of paint over a Dark Souls game. And the problem is with it that the guy behind Dark Souls is like a proper artist. He puts so much like love and attention into those games that they're never really going to be able to keep up with that. So yeah, I think they need to iterate instead of just copying it.
And it's crazy because like I think that idea of the Surge is fantastic. I think the like making Dark Souls a sci-fi game could have been awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's like something I wanted. Like I don't know. It gets kind of boring's not the right word, but like the art style of like Dark Souls is like a
Repetitive?
I don't know what I'm trying to say. No, yeah, kind of. But don't get me wrong, I love the art of Dark Souls 3. I would have loved to see the people who made Dark Souls make this game and see what that would have looked like.
And they might, because Dark Souls is done.
Yeah.
I'm hoping at
Bloodborne
E3 they're going to announce Bloodborne 2, but for all I know, they might, Sony might announce Bloodborne 2, but it's nothing to do with the same developer. So, regardless, at some point in the future, you've got to assume they'll stay within a similar type of game style.
What's the difference between Dark Souls and Bloodborne?
Not in terms of
Pace?
core. Yeah, definitely pace. So Bloodborne's a little bit faster.
Okay.
There's a couple of with Bloodborne, if you take damage, you can if you then attack quite quickly after it, you can recover pretty much all of that damage if you attack enough. So that encourages you to be less defensive. A lot of people in Souls will use a shield very consistently to stop people from attacking them. They actually took shields out of Bloodborne. So it's a far more aggressive game.
Is there a parry mode though? Can you parry?
Yeah, so you have whereas in Dark Souls you would actually like conventionally parry with a sword. In Bloodborne you've got a sidearm that each like enemy will have a certain point of their animation, which you can if you shoot at that point it'll basically stun them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I saw
very
some...
similar. Yeah, go on.
Go ahead. No, I was watching. I was on Twitter, and somebody was there. Like people were just, it was like a little thread that people were just like thinking, what could be the next Dark Souls? Like what setting would it be? And one person like drew a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. They basically imagined I guess modern day Dark Souls. Take an RPG and like in Japan. Go to Japan right now. And then just make it barren and just make monsters all over the place and then
That's Neo though, isn't it?
No, but I'm talking about like actually like in cities, not like in
It's like modern day, you mean?
Yeah, like a modern day Dark Souls, like going through a destroyed city.
Well, they used to make mech games,
Like that.
so like
Tokyo Zoo,
Yeah,
isn't
that-
it? Or Tokyo Jungle?
Tokyo Jungle.
What's the one where you get to play
Tokyo
as
Zoo.
animals?
That would have been a better name. Tokyo Zoo. Yeah, From used to make Armored Core, I think.
Armored Core, yeah.
So they could totally go back in the robot direction. I think.
That'd be so cool.
I think outside of a Bloodborne sequel, I'd be very surprised.
Dark Souls, nice.
Robot Dark Souls.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised outside of Bloodborne 2 if, and even Bloodborne isn't really it's not a fantasy setting. It's like we talked earlier. It's like kind of a more gothic-y, Lovecraftian setting. But I outside of a sequel to Bloodborne, I'd be very surprised if they stay anywhere near the kind of fantasy tropes. I think they'll do something very, very different. And sci-fi is obviously the opposite end of that spectrum, I guess. So I think it's quite likely actually that you'll see something like that.
Go on, with an easy mode, that'd be nice. Sin says, can they make light souls and fluffy bunny born?
Yeah, Rob. If you look at what Rob posted in chat, I know people that are listening to the podcast won't be able to see it. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the those are the images that I was watching in that thread that I was looking at. In the thread.
That would be cool as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, those look good.
Totally
How would you explain that? How would you explain that? Like, how would you?
Oh wow, yeah.
It's like Gravity Rush.
Last
isn't
of Us. It reminds me of Last of Us
Yeah.
with bigger monsters.
They look cool.
Anyway, Jordan, I saw you were playing another game, and I just quickly Googled it, and I had a little shudder down my neck. It says that it's a roguelike Castlevania game. Two of my most hated sounds. Roguelike and Castlevania. Metroidvania.
I think you're gonna need to get used to those phrases because again, along with this game has got it all. It's very much Dark Souls. It's very much a roguelike, and it's very much a Metroidvania game. So yeah, those games are just in vogue at the moment, I guess. But this is Dead Cells. It's in early access on Steam. It's getting some really good kind of early appraisals of it. From what I've heard, it's actually like 80% complete, so it's not one of those early access games where it's kind of bare bones. I played a little bit of it, quite enjoyed it. It's getting some comparisons to Rogue Legacy, which have any of you guys played that?
Yeah, I played that on the Vita.
Yeah, I played it on the
Good
Vita
place
for
to
about
play.
an hour.
I fucking love Rogue Legacy.
So did I. I think that game ruined my viewpoint on roguelikes because I go to every roguelike I play expecting it to be just like Rogue
Yeah.
Legacy.
And nobody does it. Like
Yeah.
It just seems like such an open goal right now to make another game like Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy 2 would be good, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So so some people are comparing this game to Rogue Legacy, and a lot of people that I'm hearing are saying, oh, well, it's done what Rogue Legacy does, but better. I disagree with that. I think Rogue Legacy has pinpoint precision platforming, and from what I've played of this game so far, it hasn't got that. It almost feels a little bit like Salt and Sanctuary, like we talked about earlier. So it's kind of like a two-dimensional Dark Souls with a little bit of platforming, and there's an element of like modifiers, like random modifiers that you'll collect and add to your weapons and things like that. It's really slick. Animation is lovely. Art style overall is great. I've put it down for now because I like it, and I like other people are liking it, so that tells me there's going to be a lot of momentum behind the game, but I'd rather play a finished product as opposed to like an 80% finished product. So it's definitely one to watch, and I found it for like £5 or something like that.
When you die, do you come back stronger? Because what is it that stays part of the character? So I read that there's some things you lose, but then there's also some stuff that you like abilities that you keep.
So like Dark Souls, this is the Dark Souls.
Just go back and get your souls.
So you essentially collect a currency as you're playing. You collect a currency. If you manage to get to the next checkpoint, which is basically a tradesman who punctuates the game. So when you finish a level, you'll get kind of a little break where you can talk to this person that's selling like upgrades and weapons and things like that. You can level up with him using this currency, and you can also take him blueprints to develop new weapons and things like that. So anything that you upgrade your character with and any weapons that you create, you can buy again. So that will help you then on the next run, which is why it's like Rogue Legacy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played Rogue Legacy on the
I just love that. I love that sense of progression. Another thing to mention, and again, why it's being compared to Rogue Legacy, the levels are random.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just like this is level 1, this is level 2. You've got certain level aesthetic designs to the levels, but they will change in terms of the makeup of the levels, which obviously allows for a lot of repetition. So yeah.
Speaking of
good.
Speaking of like games that are like repeated or random dungeon stuff, Binding of Isaac's coming to the Switch in the EU finally.
It's $39.
Yeah, because with all the
Fuck that.
expansions, and apparently if you buy the physical copy, it comes with stickers and cards and cool things like that. Rocky Soul's
Too much
love
for
that.
the game.
He likes his memorabilia.
Is it too much for that game? I've never played that game. All I just saw was the price point. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking buy this.
I think it's like 10 more than...
Nothing against the game.
It
lot of
came
people
out.
love it.
Like, it's been out on every fucking console already for a very long time, hasn't it?
That's the thing. You're gonna find that on Steam. You probably get. There's a few different versions of it, and I haven't really got it right in my head like what the definitive version is. I think that they released an initial version and then kind of released. It's not even like an expansion. It's like a new version of the game, like a more tarted up version of it.
I think it's that one that's coming out. I think it's the one with all the... It's everything really that's coming to the Switch.
Rebirth or something.
Yeah, plus Rebirth I think it is. I don't think it actually counts as... I think it's a separate game. I think it comes with both. Let me have a look.
So it's really cool, and I'm sure to the right person it is worth €39 or pounds or whatever. But there's other options to play that game, and I'd probably suggest you take
it's
like
not
a Steam.
too bad. It's €35, so that's going to be £30. And
Still,
it's Afterbirth. Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth. But
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. So when the mother of
Or you can
Isaac...
just buy Rebirth for $14.
It is a roguelike, just to let you know, Ben.
yeah, I don't think I'll get that.
Is it a Metroidvania?
It's a Metroidvania, Dark Souls like.
Soulsy.
Reminds me of Zelda, weirdly. Like the playing remind me of the Zelda.
Zelda, you say? Zelda,
Like,
Andre.
The original Zelda, right?
His eyes
Yeah.
lit up. So I was
top-down
listening to the
stuff,
podcast that we did last week, and every time everything gets referred to as a Zelda game. Andre's eyes just lit up. Okay, well, yeah, games I've been playing. I finished Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't think I'd mentioned it on the last podcast, but I finally got around to finishing that. Enjoyed it, liked it. I'd love them to make a... I don't know if I finished it last time, but I would love them to do a New Game Plus, because there's so many... I just like to play it again, and just see that... Manny, you've been playing Shower with Your Dad Simulator. Okay, well... I'm being distracted here. But no, I'd love that to be a New Game Plus, because the story of Horizon Zero Dawn is great, but it's just... It was lots of stuff all at once, and I'd like to go through it again, kind of knowing who's who and all that. Because I find like I was just getting bombarded with info, and especially I got burnt out a little bit after maybe 3 or 4 hours. So I'd like to, and then I stopped and I went back and I had no idea who anybody was and that, and so I'd like to play a New Game Plus version of that. But yeah, like 3 missions before the end, I got the super duper armor and just blitzed through the rest of the game. That was so easy.
Isn't there an expansion coming out for that that adds like a bunch of new story elements for it?
Oh,
For
Zelda?
Horizon Zero Dawn? For Zelda. For Horizon Zero Dawn? Is it or
I don't know if it's been
I
announced.
think aren't they putting a New Game Plus into it? Isn't that like?
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought they were gonna do.
Nothing's been confirmed.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I think I've been thinking recently. It really annoys me that more games don't have a New Game Plus option, because it just seems like such a no-brainer. I always think about Resident Evil 4, playing that back on the
Yeah.
GameCube, and I played that like 6 times in a row. It's one of the few games that I finished and then played through. I like finished the game, and then straight away that was my game still, and I played through it.
I was that with The Witcher. I played like quite a few hours into the New Game Plus of The Witcher as well.
So The Witcher is fucking awesome, and it does it. It's got a New Game Plus option, but like Prey doesn't have one. I'm like, what are you doing? Why that game is screaming for a New Game Plus option? Because like I can't think of anything in that game where having all your upgrades breaks it. The game's really well balanced in that way, and it'd be so much fun to be able to just kind of rinse through the game again because it was so tense the first time. And that's the joy of a New Game Plus, is that you can, play through it again with slightly ramped up difficulty, but actually you feel really really strong against enemies that used to scare you.
Yeah, just wait for DLC. It'll be DLC like Zelda. Is that New Game Plus or hard mode's gonna be?
Yeah.
DLC?
Oh, but I just
Hard mode
looked
came
it
out
up.
already, didn't it?
Wait, what?
Didn't hard mode come out already? Wasn't that part of this last DLC? Was the hard mode for Zelda?
I haven't played Zelda since I started playing Mario Kart. And,
DLC is out, it's out sometime in the summer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I just looked it up. Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a New Game Plus mode.
Oh really?
Okay.
Oh,
That's
That
what I
must have
thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
That must have just been announced like in the
how
last
did I
week.
miss that?
Because I was googling that like a week ago and I finished it, going, "Oh, I need to play a New Game Plus," and nothing was.
Dude, we're on a video game podcast, guys. What the fuck? How do you guys?
What?
No.
Can we get a link in the chat, please?
Speaking of, did you see who was playing Forza Horizon today?
What?
Old Chelsea Manning was
Bradley.
playing that. Right. Let's keep away from
Bit of a
that.
turn then, Ben.
What? Yeah, no, I just heard you use her dead name, so I thought I'll move on. I've been
Her
playing.
dead name. No, her birth name, but okay.
Okay, at least calling her. Player Unknown, Battleground, yeah, that I played, got a bit bored, moved on. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, played a bit, got bored, moved on. I like the space
Cool.
battles, that was cool.
Cool. I mean, that's about as much as we could talk about those games, right? But fucking
Right.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Infinite Warfare is alright, it's fine, it's got a decent story, it looks cool, it's really, really cool. It's like playing, I was streaming it and I wasn't really speaking much, neither was anyone in the chat, because like, this is just like a film. There's just constant stuff happening, which is great if you want that type of stuff. And like I said, yeah, the space battles feel really cool.
It gets me. Oh, I was about to compare it to the World War II that's about to come out, because I didn't
Yeah.
think the story for this one was good, but I know it's a different studio making the World War II thing. So never
Yeah.
mind that.
That's Treyarch, is it? Well, no, Treyarch's the next one, I think.
No, the next one is the guys who made
I mean, the one after.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
Sledgehammer's next, then it's Treyarch.
and then it's the current one,
This
whichever
one
one it is.
is Activision, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, it's good. Space battles are cool, but yeah, I'll probably go back to it every now and again. And then I'll finish it like around about Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, and then which was going to lead into the news soon. I've been playing quite a bit of Destiny. I went back into that, and yeah, that game is so good. It's one of those games that I was just playing, what's it called? The Crucible, which is the PvP area. Just been playing through that, and they've been really generous now with upgrades and stuff. I went from a level 360 or something, and now I'm 385, and something like 15 off the top.
What? You lowered in level?
Oh god, I'm doing a Diane Abbott. Jordan will get that. And get that, Jordan?
Lol.
Yeah, good. So 15 on the top, but it's still a fun game. I've managed to get Reese.
Anything new that I missed? I stopped playing it as soon as the new expansion came out. So.
Well, you missed the new expansion then, unless you played it. Did you play it?
No,
There's
I
a raid
didn't play
there.
it.
No, the new expansion's all right. It's nowhere near as good as the Taken King. It's kind of didn't they just kind of rush this out to try and push people over into Destiny 2?
Did they rush what out?
Like the whatever it's called that came out, Rise of Iron.
Newest expansion.
Yeah, the newest expansion, Rise of Iron, that was just brought out to kind of keep people interested until Destiny 2 came out.
To keep people playing it until the new one comes out.
But I went to the Crucible, and they've got rid of loads of modes, which is a bit annoying because they're trying to keep it populated. So they instead
did they get rid of it? I thought
it's rotating. I think
from what I remember, they rotate like the different rotate.
But now
weekly.
You can't play Control this week. Like, there's no Control playlist unless you make a private one, I'm guessing. And then what's the new one that they brought out? The one where you drop Supremacy. Like that one is only Rumble Supremacy. You can't play any Team Supremacy. So yeah, they've gone from 12 or 13 different game modes down to about 5 or 6, which is, I suppose, it's keeping them servers populated. It's bringing the queue times down and stuff. But
yeah,
it's hopefully when Destiny 2 comes out, they'll have loads of people playing it. But yeah, no, it's still great fun. They're being quite generous as well. Like the stuff that would normally only go to a light level of 360 is now up to 385. So it's a lot easier to level and get up to that max level and make your raid ready. Because the raids in that game are so much fun. The first time
I've never done a raid in that game. I've never played a raid.
It's so funny because I ended up buying Destiny for my brother, and fucking this guy just dropped out of it. Give me back my money.
You said he doesn't have a PlayStation. Or do you have it for Xbox?
Yeah, I had it for Xbox, and it's annoying because like anytime me and my brother get like an online game together, like okay, let's play together. We play together for like one day, and then my brother gets like the level 50 because I guess I have more work to do than he does, and yeah, he ends up like being so far ahead of me that like I'm just dragging the team down. Like bringing like a level 25 into like not a raid, a strike, with like a level 40 person in it is like impossible for me. Like
impossible. It's gotta stay behind us.
Yeah,
let us men do the work.
That's so boring.
Yeah, London Reese, who's one of the people who comes into my stream quite a lot. He's just bought Destiny, the complete collection, for £22, and I worked out that I must have spent about £190 on Destiny, like all the expansions and the collector's editions and all that, and he got it the exact same thing for 22. But I'm kind of helping him guide through, although he's going to hate me for saying this, but he got the Spark of Light, which gives you instant level 40 and then like loads of gear to get you up to 250, and somehow managed to delete his helmet and discard it, so he had to find another one of those. But it was, I would kind of going through the strikes with him in the back, but it's do a raid. Oh, honestly, I did the King's Fall raid. It took us about 5 hours to finish it because the last boss was a bit of a bitch, and it was really
works.
Yeah, but and there was who said like, okay, this is the last one. Right after this, we go in, and then we did it on that one. But yeah, I spent like 5 hours, and at the end of it, it's like, oh, that's such a good experience.
Yeah, if you play that game with people who don't really know what they're doing, especially like the raids, which are like, I guess you could say like the hardest part of Destiny, it gets really frustrating. I can go in there with a group of like the guys that I play with all the time, and we'll knock out a raid in like in less than 2 hours, fucking less than an hour and 30. But you go in, and there are some days where you just can't beat a raid no matter how hard you try.
Did they still do?
Thing keeps going on.
Was
like one thing wrong and
was the save thing like, is that a new thing, or have you always been able to kind of save from one area of the raid to another? Because I left.
What do you mean? Like if you back out? Yeah, because
Yeah.
I forget which one. I think in King's Fall, you had to restart it from the beginning, but
Not
I do
later
remember
on, I
like
think.
in
Because
Huh?
we did it and we had to go. I think there was a weekly mission or something. You had to defeat one of the bosses leading up to Oryx.
okay, yeah.
And then we did that, and then everyone quit because they're like, well, I've got my. Well, there was loads of decent loot, so we all backed out. And then I went and clicked on it. It's like, yeah, you can resume. You can go back in. If I was the fire team leader, I can go back in from that boss. So I don't know if that was a new thing they added.
I thought they took that away in some of the raids, but I guess they brought it back. I don't really know. I haven't
I don't
played
know,
it in such a long time.
they messed around with raids now, haven't they? Got like a hard version of the old raids to try and persuade people to play.
Yeah,
them?
that just came out apparently.
Mm.
But like I said, I haven't played that game in such a long time, so.
Agent Fart says, if you back out, you're a coward and deserve no save. Yeah, I never went back.
Exactly.
I agree.
It was just everybody wanted to get to this place to get the whatever, like all these cool
The
drops. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So that's it really. I'm just been playing Destiny, and I'm probably going to play that a bit more next week. We've got a click play clan, so come and join our click
We're
play
all gonna
clan.
be playing it on different systems. I feel like.
But
Yeah.
the clan is actually the clans are cross-platform.
Oh,
So,
really?
Manny, if you want, when the
Yeah, but you can't play with you can't
Yeah.
play.
Everybody join my Switch clan.
no, you won't be able to like do cross-play, but you could have like loads of Xbox. Manny, you can
Wait.
be in charge of Xbox One or PC Destiny clan.
Can
Oh,
we
yeah,
call it?
PC
Can we
level.
call it the Click Clan?
Click clan. I like it. It's already been named, but we've got it's now an official clan.
That was a K or C?
With K's, just straight up. Make it
Jesus Christ!
Click
Oh
Clan.
my guys.
What? I don't get the reference. What?
Or white armor.
Oh
dear.
god.
We're gonna get
I'll
banned.
see you guys later.
All right, yeah. Hey guys, it was nice podcasting with y'all.
Jesus.
Now on to the news.
Yeah, wait. Let me wait for the news. I'm gonna mute you guys.
Now on to the news.
Start spreading the news.
Click play.
It's news time. Wasn't that amazing? Did you love that or what?
I love
There
that.
you mute me.
I did mute you. Because you just ruin
dare
it,
you.
Manny. You just ruin it. So, speaking of Destiny, the PC version of Destiny is going to come out after the console. I mean, there's many other things, Destiny-related news stuff, but that for me was the one that was surprising. What's your take on that, Manny?
What's up? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You muted
Yes,
me.
no.
Andre, let's go to
Yeah.
Andre. Andre, what do you think? If you're not listening, you
But
don't
that-
deserve it.
That the PC version is coming out later, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the norm now. You know, since PC gaming sucks and everything like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, that sucks for us guys who are planning to play this on PC. But we don't have a date yet.
Oh,
do we?
really? Not even a
Of how much farther, how much later are we gonna get it?
I can imagine it being like
Because
only a week or two.
I don't know.
I
I mean,
can imagine
hope-
it being a couple of months.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like worst case scenario, I'm thinking maybe like a month after the game comes out.
And that's
I'd
the
say
thing, like,
it's got to be at least a month. I
Yeah.
would say, and it could be the upwards.
Hey, but who gives a shit? Unlock frame rate, am I right?
Yeah. I'm going to get it on PS4 first anyway, and it's good. It means I stagger my purchase.
Am I right?
I think
I'm gonna play it on my Scorpio. All right.
On your Switch.
Yeah, you're still gonna get 30 frames there, man.
yeah, and 900p as well. So I think from like Bungie Activision's perspective, I think it's probably just decent business sense to release it first on consoles and then on PC, because you're gonna get twats like me that'll probably buy both.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I know quite a few people are going to buy both.
Like if I really like that game and it comes out on PC and it seems solid, yeah, like you said, unlock frame rate. Like that game, it's already been confirmed on PS4 Pro. It's going to run at 30. So
Yeah, same
Is it-
thing. It's both.
Was it 30?
I've heard.
Is it 30
No,
at
it's only-
1080? Or I thought it was just 30 at their upscaled 4K.
Yeah, I thought it was 30 at 4K. That's what I.
I don't care about the resolution, to be honest. I'm happy to play it at
Yeah.
1080, but I want to play it at 60. That game
Yeah.
would scream at 60. So yeah, assuming that the game is what I want it to be, which actually,
I was looking at some rumors online. You could you could like take it or leave it, but they were saying that
they
the
about me?
Scorpio. No, yeah, dude, about you, man. It's not good. But no, they're saying that
Don't use my dead name.
Scorpio, the Scorpio would be able to run it at 60.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, I can
but
see that.
they're not. But they're not going to do it because obviously,
it's an advantage
I don't-
in competitive.
yeah. I don't know if the PS Pro could run it at 60. I mean, I don't know what the rumors are. People are saying that
I heard that the
they're not
PC
doing
version
it because the PlayStation can't run it.
they asked the guy,
Can't run it at 60.
they asked the developer if the PC version is going to require like top of the range specs and stuff, and he said no. It's like you're not going to need a top of the range latest PC to be able to play at like a decent.
Does that mean it's coming out on Mac? On a MacBook?
Oh god, no,
That'd be
no.
dope.
Nothing comes out on Mac.
God damn it. Hotline Miami 2 on Mac.
Is that why you got the Mac version?
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I've heard that it's not going to need a really, really high PC. Somebody was saying that it needs 16 gigabyte of RAM. Which if
That's
I'm going to be
fine, 'cause I got
streaming,
32.
yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade if not, because I've got 16 gigabytes, but
It's
if I'm
probably
going
the
to be streaming,
recommended. Like
Yeah, I
a
suppose
lot-
a recommended, yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of new games now. 16 gigabytes seems to be the new 8 gigabytes, which has been for the last couple of years in terms of recommend. Which is why I went with 32 a couple of years ago. Just
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I should have gone with 32. I should have gone with 32.
Overkill. Let me know when you're ready for my thoughts on the Destiny 2.
Go on then, Jordan. Tell us your thoughts.
Okay. Don't
Everyone
say it
sit
like
back.
that.
Sit on
What
the
do you
couch.
gotta say, dude?
Just say it and
Here we go.
we'll shout it down.
Just mute me.
Just mute him. Just mute him.
So you've played Dark Souls, yeah?
Oh god.
Oh my
Is it
god.
Metroidvania?
So I was, I come out of. Did you guys watch the presentation? I guess first thing.
Like about an hour ago, I watched the first.
I was
half.
I didn't get to watch it. Dude. I was at work. So annoying.
Well, I'm
I
a true
caught a
fan,
little
so
bit of the
I watched it live, and
Fuck you. I was working. I can't
Yeah, I
watch.
was working as well.
I'm a true fan, and I came out of it thinking they made all the right noises. There's nothing in the presentation that I didn't like. The game looks great. Like they showed that first level off, and it definitely looks more like what I would expect a current gen Bungie game to look like than what Destiny did in terms of the moment-to-moment gameplay. I thought Destiny was, as much as the gunplay is superb, the game itself was a little bit clinical. And didn't really have a lot of like set pieces going on and things like that to keep it interesting. I really like.
They did, but there were only only what there was only. How many people were allowed in each zone? I forget how many. What was the max of people that were allowed in each zone?
So what if you were out on like a patrol or something?
Yeah, like if you were on a patrol, like only
It
a
didn't feel
minimum.
like many. You
Yeah,
didn't see too many people bopping around, but
like a minimum amount of people could witness those set pieces. I mean, it wasn't anything like
So-
crazy.
it definitely looked like a step up. It's kind of what you would expect from a sequel, I guess.
Mhm.
But I've always looked at Destiny as a platform, and I think that when they initially launched Destiny, they weren't thinking of launching a Destiny 2, but Destiny 1 had so many kind of flaws underpinning it that they thought, okay, it's time.
It was
to,
held back.
Yeah, by the
Held back.
PS3 and the 360 version, yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was.
And I think they're definitely right to kind of do a clean slate, but I was hoping that clean slate would mean that they could be more ambitious with this new one. And there's, as much as everything they said I enjoyed, and I thought the game looks nice, it didn't look like the ambitious game that I wanted from Destiny. They didn't show any of the social stuff. I think there was like a second.
Yeah, they showed little bits of it though, which were like which excited me. Like they showed like a bunch of different like outposts. I guess on different areas of the I guess of the planets or of the
They
map.
showed some people like kicking around footballs and things like that. But
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Oh,
it
bring back
wasn't
the
the-
football.
Yeah, I definitely came out of it thinking, okay, fine, it's more Destiny and it's a polished Destiny as opposed to okay, now this is what Destiny could have been.
Oh, that's what I want.
And
Though.
maybe
I want more
maybe
Destiny.
I need to wait. Yeah, I want more Destiny, but I think Destiny could be better.
That did
Could
look
be more,
awesome.
but I
Having a
think-
massive fight in the tower, like seeing the tower destroyed in that level, looked awesome.
Like I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder what it has to like. Maybe like a. I guess what do you like? What are you thinking? Like this, like World of Warcraft social spaces like that, like.
No, I in my head, and this is what I thought the
Because
original
that's what I was thinking.
was. I want it to be like you've got a social area, and you go about that, and you can't get your weapons out in there because obviously that would be too much. But you go around doing the trading stuff, and that's all cool. I thought that was nice in Destiny. But what I want then is for you to be able to, as you're leaving that social area, as an example, somebody could be up on a mountain with two of their guys, and they're sniping people leaving that area. That kind of gameplay where I get the feeling with this one it's still going to be that everyone's best friends, everyone's a guardian, and you're all helping each other, and you're going to go and do missions as
I guess
opposed
that's
to
what
having.
Crucible's for though, right?
But yeah, fine. But that's just direct compare. I might as well go play Call of Duty if that's what we're looking for.
So what you're saying is you wanted a dark zone in
Yeah, Division.
Totally.
Yeah.
I want some kind of passive competitive online where you can arbitrarily
would be
decide
awesome.
you can just decide, okay, I'm going to join up with these guys for this mission, but then actually they got better loot than me for that mission, so now I'm going to fuck them over, stuff like that. And I know that sounds quite ambitious, but that's kind of the sense that I had with the first game, with the trailers and things, and that's why a lot of people were burnt with the first Destinies, because that's kind of what they made you think that game was going to be. And then it came out and it was like, oh, okay, it's just Destiny is just a really polished way of putting together lobbies to connect people in games. That's all that is. I think they addressed all of the issues of the first one, but it's just not the ambitious platform that I was hoping they were going to launch. And maybe I'll need to wait until the next version of the game, which will probably be on the next lot of consoles, I guess. I'm still all about it. I'm still going to play it because the quality of life changes that they've talked about totally makes it worth it. And I think if they haven't improved the story, then fuck Bungie, because that's been the number one criticism of Death.
Yeah, they got the writer of Guild Wars 2 on board to do the story on that.
Like I said, they're making all the right noises. I've got all the faith in the world. It's just, for me personally, it wasn't the revolution that I wanted it to be.
I guess we won't find out what we're looking what we have to look forward to until I guess the beta comes out. And
did they give it
beta?
Did they just say summer, or did they give us a date?
I think it was it's got to be sometime. Maybe the day of E3. Like, oh, by the way, go download the beta now.
So yeah, someone says it's going to be. They think it's the end of June, which would kind of E3 is middle of June. So you might be right. That'd be cool.
I July in my head, but yeah, something like that sounds about right. And if you think about it, like the game is out first week or second week of September. That's not too far away, which is pretty exciting.
I was thinking
it's going to be a really cool communal event for like Destiny 2 to come out and see the swarms of people jump online.
Yeah, dude, and just talking about this, dude, it's upsetting that it's not going to come out day and day with on PC.
I was another thing. It's coming out.
What are you going to play it on? What are you going to play it on, Jordan?
I've already bought like the kind of full package with the expansions and stuff for PS.
Pre-ordered.
I did that before the conference, and I did it when I was drunk, gotta be honest, and I kind of had a bit of buyer's remorse for that, because I was like, oh shit, actually, will I want to, like, my preferred platform is always PC, because I've got a decent PC, and certainly with a game like this, I want to see it run at like 60 frames and things like that, and I was kind of like, have I fucked up? But then when they said it was releasing later, like I'm so into Destiny that I'm even if it's like 2 weeks, that's not going to work out for me. So I'm glad I've got it. And like I said earlier, if I fucking love this game, then potentially, as long as the community's there and it's it's running well, which I assume it will be, because Bungie know what they're doing, I will probably migrate to PC at some point and start a new character.
I'm still getting used to first-person shooters with PC, like the mouse and keyboard. I
will use a controller when I go to PC as well. Just put that over there.
Just not Crucible. I'm not raiding with you.
Whoa, that's weird that you do that.
Sorry, there's dickheads
outside. It's a game that's based on Halo, which was made for a controller. It's not made for a mouse and keyboard.
Dude, you know what's crazy? It's like I tried to pre-order it the other day because I wasn't gonna pre-order it until I saw the reveal and everything like that, and you can't pre-order it anymore.
Really,
it's literally sold out. I'm on the Destiny 2 website right now just to check it out again. And you can't pre-order it anywhere.
Physical.
Just go to GameStop. They'll take your money regardless.
They might not have it.
Let me talk to you about digital distribution.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to change.
It never runs out until the license is up, and then they take it off the stores.
Another reason why I think it's coming to PC later though is because they need it to be perfect when it launches on PC, because they've already got the Xbox, they've got the PS4 player base. People who love the game on those are gonna stick to it. So it's a brand new player base they're kind of building on PC. So the fact if it comes out a month or two later, then hopefully any kinks needed ironing out are gonna be there. I said kinks, yeah.
Dude, and we're looking. Let's talk right now, dude. I'm going around, like, I follow like a bunch of big, like, I'm talking about the faces of Twitch. Like we're talking about like a Summit.
Bigger
we're
than
talking
you.
about like a Lyric. We're talking about a Dr. Disrespect. All these guys who literally have 30,000 people watching them every day are literally saying PC is the way to go. And for it not to come out and these guys to be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, really? I feel like Destiny 2 is gonna be played most on PC than it will be on PlayStation or on Xbox. Dude, what happened? Yeah, maybe not at first. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But dude, I feel like Destiny 2 the way to go is PC.
But yeah, they're going to get 2 purchases from me anyway, because I'm going to get the PS4 £90 collector's edition with all the expansions, and then I'll get it on PC.
Were you saying that your save transfers over to the PC?
There was like people suggesting it, but then now people are saying that it's probably not going to happen, which is fine. 3 more characters, but I'd love there to be cross save, but it's not going to happen.
There's no way Sony would be down with that.
Yeah, because you'd have to save in like a cloud somewhere.
During the conference, they literally put like the PlayStation symbol up on the screen and were like, we just want to say thank you to Sony and PlayStation for being so supportive. So they're totally in bed with PlayStation for this, which is probably the reason for the delay, to be honest.
There's gonna be PlayStation exclusive stuff, so there's no way you're gonna be able to play it on PC if you've got some exclusive things, or you've got, I don't know, raids or other unlocked things that are only available on the PlayStation. So it won't work.
But I think once the dust settles, I think Manny's right. I think the place to play this will be PC, and that kind of ties into something else. I was really annoyed with myself this week because when they announced that it's going to be on Battle.net as opposed to Steam, I kind of thought about it for a second. And then I was like, I'm sure we talked about it on a show, like how are they going to distribute this on PC? And we were talking about how the fuck did we not work out that it's going to be on Battle.net?
Yeah, I don't.
That is so obvious that it's going to be on Battle.net.
I mean, just not just because it's Activision Blizzard that they're both the same, run by the same company, or they're both.
Yeah, it's the same fucking company.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna do.
But they're also like Battle.net have got really, really decent like anti-piracy stuff. They ban people for doing tiny little things, don't they? Like they just have the ban hammer, whereas Steam isn't as.
Battle.net, like I use Battle.net for what do I use it for? I use it for something. I've got something.
World of Warcraft, Diablo 3, Heroes of the Storm.
Diablo 3
Overwatch.
And there's only 6 games on there. What the fuck
Overwatch?
do I play on there?
Overwatch.
Or Overwatch. I don't play. I hate it. There's only 6 games on there. So what have they got? They've got World of Warcraft. Hearthstone. Yeah, I don't play that. I'm sure I play something on there. Whatever. Doesn't
Diablo
matter.
3, surely.
It's the antithesis of Steam, because Steam is kind of like, look, just put whatever on here and let the people choose. Whereas Battle.net is like, okay, we've got fucking 6 games. There'll be 7 with Destiny. And they're our games, and they're quality games, and they're games that we're going to support for a couple of years after release. And
Strange how they don't put Call of Duty games on there, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Well, Call of Duty on what?
Because that's Activision. Blizzard.
Nobody plays Call of Duty on the PC.
I don't.
At least competitive multiplayer, nobody does that.
Why is that?
I guess because controller's the way to go, man. It's just it's.
Because children have consoles.
I guess when it comes to that game, I mean, I don't. To be honest.
Is it a cheating thing? Because like I always worry with competitive shooters. It doesn't really matter to me with Destiny, because if this game is literally going to be like Destiny 1, where the competitive mode and the co-op mode or single player mode are completely siloed off, then I very rarely touch the competitive stuff anyway. But I do worry, like it is quite easy to like cheat on PC, isn't it?
Yeah,
dude, I love the competitive scene. Destiny, the competitive scene was like I guess at my end of I guess of playing Destiny, that's all I did was Trials of Osiris and just the Crucible.
But I guess my point
everything else was boring to me.
How likely is that to be compromised on PC by people hacking the game?
No, I don't think it's going to be likely with Blizzard. Well, I don't think. I think they're really good at that.
And guess what, dude? If you get caught cheating, you get banned, and guess what? You got to buy another $60 copy of the game.
With Overwatch,
Yeah,
they do it
'cause,
all
like,
the time, don't they? They have,
Destiny's like tied into a profile as well, isn't it? It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like you can delete your save and then start
Yeah.
again. It's like you've got a Destiny profile.
Yeah,
that
you
log
cheat.
into.
You cheat. You fucking gotta buy another $60 game and start over.
I think with Call of
It would
Duty,
be really cool if you could use that profile to log in on PC. That would be. I can understand why it might not happen, but that would be ideal for me because as much as I've dropped off Destiny recently, or more than recently,
come back,
really,
Jordan. Come back. You're now a member of the Click Click Play clan.
yeah, totally. But like I put a lot of time into that game, and I'm
The
looking forward to
click,
carrying
click,
on the character. Yeah.
KK. Yeah.
Okay.
I know another thing with Call of Duty. The reason why I don't think the competitive scene's very big is like people joke, but it is a lot of kids that play Call of Duty. Like I teach teenagers every day, and all they play really is Call of Duty. I know people joke about it, but it is such, and they don't have PCs. They don't have gaming PCs. They're just PS4 or Xbox. Like no one has a gaming PC that's young nowadays. Big generalization, but like very few do. They've all got the consoles, and that's where they play it on. All the mates have got it. So I think that's one of the reasons. Adults don't play Call of Duty. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, it's
I definitely didn't play it this week. Call of Duty. All right. So yeah, Destiny. There was a few other things about Destiny, and I can't remember any of them.
How about dedicated servers? Not having dedicated servers.
No dedicated servers, but there's no dedicated servers on the console. But PC elitists like to have dedicated servers now, even though games are like moving away from that. What's the other game that came out that didn't have dedicated servers that people were getting really angry at?
Destiny 1 worked fine, so I don't know much about this stuff, but if it works in the same way, I'm cool with that.
What was the other one? There was another game that just came out without dedicated.
For Honor.
Yeah, For Honor people were, but
Yeah,
I mean,
For Honor didn't have. Yeah.
I don't think that didn't cause too many problems, did it?
It's like the third best-selling game of the year somehow, so no.
Yeah,
it's
no.
Okay.
Bent Boozer, yeah, thanks, Ben.
People are really playing that still.
Yeah.
Not many, I've heard. Not many. It's dropped.
Fucking Ubisoft just killing it. Like the Ghost Recon was like second best-selling game of the year so far.
So
Does anybody still play that?
Well, they
Not
bought
me.
it. They don't.
Yeah. It doesn't matter anymore. They already bought it.
They got the money. So.
Agent Fast says there's an exposed IP. If it's
how I feel
peer-to-peer, you can expose someone's IP with it. Okay. So Zachariah said he gave a 12-year-old his old PC build. Yeah, there'll always be exceptions, but like the majority of people I teach, with the exception of one teenager, like they don't play on PC. It's all console. Although, I was talking to a 13-year-old, and we were writing reviews, video game reviews, and I was like, make a review of a game that you've been playing, and he was like, yeah, I've been playing Outlast 2. Like,
Oh my God,
your
that game.
parents
I wanted
are
to talk to you
terrible.
guys about that game. That's a game that I played. I forgot to mention that.
Did you
That's the
finally
game that I
beat it?
played And I beat.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I beat it.
Play the music again.
Wait.
Play the
No,
intro.
no, don't play the fucking music.
What up?
Time to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys want to talk about it? Can we have a spoiler cast? Does anybody give a shit if we spoil it?
No. If you're not playing
Wait,
it
let
now,
the music play.
Jordan, well,
Oh.
you gave it a 7, didn't you? Andre, you gave it a 7. Manny?
I gave it. I'll give it a 7 as well. Did you really play it again? Jesus.
Just for a second.
But yeah, man, I don't know that game. Anyways, why were you bringing that game up? I don't know.
Because
I
a
cut you off,
13-year-old kid said that he was playing it, and I was like, okay. You've
Oh,
got
okay.
terrible parents.
So you make your students write the reviews for the website? That's awesome, man.
Oh shit, I'm in compromise. 13-year-old kids with English as a second language. It would explain it a lot. So yeah, Manny, you finished Outlast 2.
Yeah, I did.
You sound really...
You didn't like it?
What about it?
Was there that orgy scene?
The what?
Wasn't there like a really unusual
Yeah.
scene in
Okay.
it?
I thought they said they got rid of that whole scene, or maybe they made it less less
they made it
rapey.
less,
They made
yeah.
it a lot blurrier, so you can't really see it.
Oh.
Because dude, because you walk into that room and even though it's blurry, you still see everybody's fucking each other all over the place.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty badass. Not gonna lie.
Wait, let me Google fucking each other on.
Blurry
No,
orgy.
go to Pornhub. Google that.
Okay, also in the
That's the
news,
best place.
Call of Duty World War II could be on the Switch. Would you play Call of Duty on the Switch?
I mean, that's where
terrible idea.
that's where I played Modern Warfare on the Wii.
I was gonna say.
So why not?
And that was really good.
So why not?
What was
I
that
mean, you can
terrible,
still play it
terrible Call of
online.
Duty on the Vita? Remember, it was getting like 2s and 3s out of
Yes.
10.
That was the worst.
That was the one that Sony got in legal trouble with because it was around about the launch of the Vita, and the advert obviously used the Call of Duty game in their adverts, and they had like people running around rooftops playing on their Vita, suggesting that in real life you'll be able to like basically play a competitive card match whilst running around the streets and things like that. And then when people actually started playing the game, they're like, oh no, we totally need to be on Wi-Fi and whatever else, and the game is shit. So I think they got sued for that, and they had to
Oh.
pay some money.
You haven't played a shitty Call of Duty until you played the DS version of Modern
DS.
Warfare. It is
I
incredible.
didn't even know they brought
Like,
out a DS version of Call of Duty.
Oh god! And like you have to use the stylus to look around. It's
Oh, no.
the most unplayable game I've ever played.
That's horrific. So yeah, Switch.
Yeah.
So we might go to the Switch. Hopefully it'll.
But I would never I wouldn't want it on the Switch. Like that's a game that I like to. I think it's a pretty game. Like
Dude, those are. I mean, at least for me, I play Call of Duty for the atmosphere, for like the story mode, and I feel like it's so limiting on a tiny little screen, especially if what Switch games are played at 720, right? And upscale to
Yeah.
to what
upscale
on the TV or something like that?
900 is it on TV?
Yeah, dude, that's not where I wanna play my story-driven games.
Yeah, but like again, like I'm sorry to bring this this game up again, but like look at
Dark Souls,
not Dark Souls,
Zelda.
Zelda. Like Zelda, I can't imagine. Like I don't care how beautiful that game is on like a TV. Like I can't imagine playing that connected to the TV. Like I like to sit down like with the Switch portable version
That's
and
strange.
just play like that.
I played like 30
Yeah.
minutes of Zelda portable the entire time I've played it on TV.
Really,
Yeah, it's
really.
really good.
That's interesting. Yeah, like that game, I like to just like randomly turn on and start playing. So like I just have it next to my bed and that's where I play it. But like Call of Duty, like I don't know, like it doesn't. It's not like
You want
Zelda.
to bash a
It's not like-
controller, don't you?
Wait, what?
You want to bash a controller with Call of Duty. You want to I don't want to. Yeah, it's one of those
That's
games
what-
that. Yeah.
That's one of my problems with Thumper is like I'm going crazy with the controller,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid I'm gonna break these tiny Wiimote things or Joy-Cons.
It's quite flimsy.
But yeah, I would never play Call of Duty on the Switch. That's not.
I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
It's just not anywhere at all.
You call it news, but it's fake news. So
Speaking of fake news, Julian Assange has been given the role of Geralt in the new Witcher Netflix
All right,
show.
that's about as much as we're gonna talk about that dumb thing that I saw on Twitter. All right, what's the next thing?
The Witcher Netflix show sounds. The guy who writes The Witcher sounds like a real dickhead, doesn't he? Not to steal
I don't
the
know, I've
French or
never-
anything.
I've never seen. Like I said, I've never played The Witcher, so I don't know how the show's gonna be. It's probably gonna be like a Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
something like that.
Probably.
Witcher
It's
3
better
is
than
very
Game of
Game of Thrones.
man,
do you
you need to play Witcher 3.
Oh, it's so
Witcher
good.
3 is awesome.
Mhm.
I'll never get to it. I'll play the new one that's coming out,
Oh yeah.
Oh, Cyber.
Cyberpunk 2072 or whatever the fuck it's called.
When it comes out in 2050, like 50.
72.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
that's the year it's coming out.
That's the day. That's the release date.
But yeah,
And by then, Star Citizen will have a release date too, I guess.
But the thing is about The Witcher, you know, the company that's making that show like specialize in CGI shows, or they're a CGI company, so it could be that The Witcher's entirely in CGI.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah. Oh well, at Netflix, I've got some. You know,
They're doing
I have my
alright,
faith
I
in Netflix. Although they got booed at the Cannes Film Festival this year.
Really?
Did you hear about that? The Netflix, because they've put loads of money. They've given this director loads and loads of money, and they've made what I hear is a really good film. But you know, the snobs over in Cannes are like, oh, boo, we can't have Netflix. It must be in a cinema. And next year they've changed the rules so that you can't get the Palme d'Or, or whatever it's called. Well, if you're not released it in French cinemas.
Oh, they booed it because it wasn't in movie theaters.
Yeah, because it was Netflix, and Netflix apparently is ruining the movie industry.
That's fucking stupid.
Fuck.
I-
How
Get
about
with
this?
the
How about
times.
fuck the movie?
Hey, if you're French, don't listen to this podcast. All right?
Yeah, you're banned. No, I think
Man,
I don't think it's the French. I think it's the movie. I think it's movie critics. Movie critics are the worst.
No,
And
film
they're so
critics-
The
snobby.
French, Ben.
Sorry.
stick
I
up for the
quite like the French. They're,
Those
I live rather close to France. I need to have them on my side. Ugh.
They were an...
Yeah, it must be
They're
filmed on a
disgrace.
Nokia 3310 in Seppi in Italian with mode. Yeah, I remember when they started bringing in. Well, I don't remember, but when they movies always changing. Like everything changes. It was digital. People were whining when in cinemas they started using digital projectors instead of the old school film reels. It's like
Yeah, just because the old ones started to light on fire all of a sudden.
conservatism,
They were-
isn't it? Bring it back. Oh, harping back to the good old days.
God, screw
Get
that.
with the times. Now, Netflix is good. Yeah, it's got loads and loads of money, and it might be killing off the
Netflix is
cinema.
good. What a quote.
You guys, don't worry. Netflix is gonna be okay.
It's fine.
yeah, right.
It'll be
Everybody
okay.
calm down, all right? Netflix isn't going anywhere.
People are saying like
Watch
though
So-
Beast of a Nation.
Netflix
Beast of a
is
Nation
helping-
one of the best movies ever.
Netflix is helping destroying the cinema industry. It's like, okay, well, so what? I'd rather watch a film at home than go. It takes me about an hour and a half to get to the nearest nearest cinema that'll show films in English. I'm fine with that. Who wants to sit in a cinema with smelly people and gamers?
French.
Oh dear, we've gone all
Talking of
political in the
films.
chat.
Talking of films, have any of you guys seen?
allies?
Oh yeah.
Seen Alien?
Well, at least our allies. I don't know about you guys then.
You haven't got any allies at the
They were-
moment.
They were
Manny.
your allies against us, so. No.
I think your allies are Saudi Arabia right now.
Yeah, they were our allies against you
God.
guys, right? Let's bring it back to the Revolutionary War, everybody.
Hey, don't make us remind you guys what happened, right?
You guys wanted us, and we said,
No way.
Uh-uh.
Was it?
We just want
our
Jesus.
freedom. We want Jesus, and
and
we don't
freedom.
want your persecution over there. We're gonna persecute ourselves.
Jesus and
Persecute the
Coca-Cola.
shit out of our own people.
Anyway,
America.
you're talking about films, John.
Yeah. Have you assholes seen the new Alien film yet?
No.
No, I want to go watch it. Is it good?
I really liked it. So I think about it as Prometheus 2 as opposed to a new Alien film.
Good, I liked Prometheus.
Fucking, I hated
Oh,
Prometheus.
so it's
Oh.
Prometheus 2? Okay, so I don't want to watch it.
Okay.
I love Prometheus. I thought it was really good. But
I feel sorry for. I
Can
feel
I-
sorry for anybody that's gone to see this film thinking, oh shit, a new Alien film. I quite like the Alien films. And then they sit down, they haven't seen Prometheus. They're going to be pretty fucking confused about what happens in this film.
I'm gonna
Oh, so
admit
does it-
something.
does-
I need to admit something. I've never seen Alien or Aliens.
Really?
Yeah.
Eh.
Wow. We need a new host. Actually, no, you know what? I haven't either. I seen the first one. I seen the first one. Yeah, I haven't seen him in such a long time.
I played the ending of Conker's Bad Fur Day, and
What?
that references Alien, and that's about it.
Yeah. I want to wait for the next one because isn't the next one like the prequel to Alien? So I can just watch them in order.
What is it? Wait, Covenant. Covenant is what?
No, the one after Covenant's going to be the prequel to Alien, I think.
Well, they're all prequels to Alien.
Well, yeah,
They're all
like the direct
Alien, yeah.
prequel.
Aren't we all just prequels to Aliens, you know?
Alien versus
Yeah, I
Predator is
guess.
good.
Yeah, I guess.
I've seen Alien versus Predator. That was
Talk
terrible.
about that now. I actually want to talk about that instead of games.
Ah. Well,
What's
All
next?
right.
next in the
Life
news.
is. Speaking of film snobs,
Uh,
have you guys played Life is Strange?
yeah, I didn't. It was
No.
all right. Have you
Don't
I
played
thought
know.
you'd
it?
have loved that then.
I feel like I'm the only person who fucking really loved that game. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know why. I can tell you what is bad about that game.
Chloe.
I can hardly tell you what's good. Yeah.
Chloe.
The characters are the worst. The story's kind of predictable. Like,
Nah, I love
the
Life
gameplay-
is Strange. Like the first episode, at the end of the first episode, I was like, "What? No! I need more! I want more!"
Yeah.
And then
Like
it
that.
went,
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I really enjoyed it. Like I don't know why. It's not my kind of game. Like I don't like high school like drama stuff. I tried to watch 13 Reasons Why, and I fucking.
Dude, you're
hate
dating a
that.
girl in high school, bro.
She's going to be in high school next year. I told you that. She's in 8th grade. What's it
Jeez.
called?
Hey.
Hey, baby, you hear them? They're talking about you.
She'll be in bed by now.
Jesus.
Oh wait, she's all tied up at the moment. I'm sorry. Guys. Anyways, yeah, like the writing in Life is Strange is like so bad. Like a lot of like a lot of the attempts at humor are incredibly fucking stupid.
It's like an adult that's written it thinking this is how teens speak.
Yeah,
Hello,
and
fellow
don't get me
kids.
wrong. Like after I played that game, I've been saying hella a lot more. Like that's hella
Was-
fucking
was-
crazy.
Yo, was the word "fuck" used a lot in it?
Yeah,
Because if it wasn't, then
yeah. It's like when a teenager finally gets to write like a script, like they say, "Oh, I'm gonna make them say the F word because that's how people talk," and it's bullshit. And I hate.
I just hate
But like
Chloe.
yeah,
Chloe's the
Chloe-
blue haired one, isn't it?
No, wait.
Who's the blue
which one of
haired
you guys
one?
can talk about this? Let me know when you guys are done.
Like Life is
Wait,
Strange.
2 more seconds. Two more seconds. Wait, Chloe. Chloe, and what's the other
Yeah.
one's name?
Chloe. The other one is Max.
Max. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Chloe annoyed me. She's one of those people that you just. Let's just say that I think I've said it before, but the option at the end was very easy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I chose. Spoiler
No.
alert for everyone. No spoiler.
No, I
alert?
mean like no,
Okay.
you didn't save.
Oh yeah, I chose the other thing. Yeah, I was like, yo, hell yeah, I've done so much for this girl. and then like you're rewarded with like if you do like a whole bunch of things in that game, there's like 3 different endings. There's 1, 2, and like one special ending that if you do everything right you get.
Oh.
And I got that one all of a sudden. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
How'd you get the ending where they scissor?
That's basically the ending that you get.
in a
they,
car.
They're like in love, and then they like make out or something.
Did you play it, John?
But like,
I got to episode 4 and they hadn't scissored, and one of them ended up in a wheelchair, and I thought I'm not into that shit. So
oh god.
Can't move.
But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that game. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to like the what's it called?
The new one's not
sequel.
going to
I don't know
involve any of the old characters apparently.
Oh yeah,
Thank
that's the
God.
thing. Like the mechanics of it were great. Like I like the idea of being able to like go back in time and change little things and see it play out. It's kind of like the best parts of Remember Me. I'm not sure if you played that. Same studio, Don't Nod, is what it's called.
Yeah.
But like, wait,
Did
what?
it glitch quite a bit for you?
Wait, what?
Did it glitch quite a lot? The Life is Strange. A couple of times I found it where I got game breaking bugs. I had to go back and restart
Really?
the mission. Yeah.
Like at the time, I
time
was
travel's a part of the game, Ben. It's supposed to.
No, but I went back and it wouldn't.
I
Or it
keep
wouldn't
seeing
let
the
me
same
go.
thing.
It wouldn't let me go back to a certain point. Or it kept. Yeah, no, like you had to go back.
It's a part of the game.
No, but you had to go back in the time travel, but you had to stop at a certain point. But every time I went back,
yeah.
it just went straight. It went as far back
Oh,
as I could
no.
possibly go.
there's like certain points where you can only like rewind to, like so like it skips a whole bunch. But what I was gonna say is like I didn't get like as many glitches as I do in every Telltale game I play.
Oh yeah.
Like Telltale,
It was so much well put, so
Yeah.
much more well put together than the Telltale shit.
Yeah.
Telltale
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
Nah, they
That's all.
Telltale. I'm looking forward to the next Telltale of Guardians of the Galaxy. That first one was
Yeah.
alright, but yeah, a bit dated.
Has Walking Dead come out yet? Like the entire thing?
No, they just announced a release date about that. I think just like today, actually.
I'll
I'll look
play
it
it
up.
once it's all out. Yeah.
So yeah, Life is Strange 2. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. Hopefully they've learned from it, because I like the first one.
Shit.
But yeah, I got I think it was the third or the fourth episode. I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish it, but I wasn't finding it as interesting as.
Yeah.
There's some cool twists
Yep.
in it though.
I don't know. Chloe reminded me of a couple girls I liked back in high school.
That's
so
why you liked her.
that's
What about you,
probably
Jordan?
it.
Do you like the blue haired one?
Yeah.
That's my
And then I
favorite
got
one.
to tease her at the end, which is great.
I think that's
Okay,
it now.
May 30th is when the last episode of The Walking Dead comes out.
9
Alright.
days.
May 30th. So,
Alright.
a few days.
We've got actress 27. She's from Iceland, and she's a voice actor. We have
I
a voice-
love Iceland. Iceland is incredible.
I love voice actors.
And her username is Actress27. That's pretty on the nose, isn't it?
There you go. Are you Chloe from Life is Strange? Are you your
No,
ears
no.
burning? I love Chloe now, actually. Sorry. She was really
Oh,
cool.
Chloe, to be honest, I've never played it, but I think Chloe was the best voice acted character on that thing.
Oh yeah, for
When
sure.
it comes to voice acting, she was fine. I just think the character was like one of those really, the girl that you're. If you're a girl, I imagine your mum says
The
don't hang
Ramona
around with those
flower.
girls
Yeah.
because she's a bad influence.
Like, have you seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't. No.
Oh, really? You should see that because it's
Just
fucking
read the
great.
comic book. Apparently, it's the
Oh.
exact same thing.
No, the comic book is even better. Oh God. But like the movie, you have to watch the movie. Never mind. It makes no sense if I bring this up and you haven't seen it.
Actress
yeah.
said Bjork is her aunt. Of
Well,
course,
yes.
everyone's related to Bjork in Iceland, aren't they?
Anyway.
Okay. Eva, she's called Eva. Right, so we don't have a video for questions. So Jordan,
Get on.
get on it, Andre.
Oh, so now you want me, do you?
Yeah.
Now you want a bit of the Reese Meister.
Oh, is that your new name?
Is that?
All right, so Jordan, tell us. Can you introduce the questions, please? Is that it?
Question.
Questions.
That's so much much
Ah.
better than
Hey,
anything
thanks for
Andre
that
could put together.
Thanks for that copyright strike, dude. Appreciate it.
More where that comes from.
Oh. Right, so the first question is for Manny. When does Star Citizen come out?
Never
Woo.
coming out. Next question.
Next question.
Every week. Next question. Is it time for me to rewatch R. Kelly Trapped in the Closets? That comes from Rob.
It's literally always that time to watch it. So come
Pull
on.
up my Beretta.
What's up with all these weird questions? Come on now.
Next.
Speaking of weird songs with weird videos, I was watching. Remember Afro Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that from man.
His album I used to listen to continuously when I was a kid. I loved that. I love it at the beginning. Goes.
Two songs by him.
Did you love getting high?
I liked the one where he goes. I was walking through a fish market. I was a blind man walking through a fish market, and he said,
Hello.
"Good morning, ladies." Oh, that was such a funny. I remember being like 13 listening to that, like
Yeah.
in my bedroom.
When I was younger, I didn't get that.
No,
Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't get it either. Yeah, I didn't get it either.
you had sheltered lives. I definitely did.
Jeez.
Rob
That's another
also.
kettle of fish, I guess.
Rob says, which AAA publisher will bring out a PlayerUnknown Battle Royale clone? Have we discussed that
Ubisoft.
before?
Yeah,
I
you
think
know, I
we
was
did.
thinking about it, and Ubisoft is the number one in my
Mm.
to come up with something like that.
See, I would love Blizzard to do it.
That would never happen.
But they kind of jump onto these things that are becoming really popular, like the Heroes of the Storm, the Hearthstone card stuff. They got the MMO with World of Warcraft, the PvP shooter thing like Overwatch. I just think this would be perfect, like another something to dive into and bring in.
But Ubisoft.
Oh, well, the DLC. You'll be dropping down. Someone will be paying to drop in with a pistol and kill 3 people. Oh, it'd
They were
ruin
the
it.
ones that Ubisoft made the Division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's It's the Dark Zone was basically that. Was a battle royale.
Yeah. Very good point. Yeah.
Except it
Oh,
wasn't.
the hood.
It was that, except it wasn't until the DLC apparently, which I didn't play because I got bored of that game.
Zach says, seriously, just use the Tom Clancy maps. Yeah, I suppose that map from
Yeah.
Ghost Recon looks good.
Yeah. Look at that. Like make that a mode in Ghost Recon, and then you're done.
Actress says, are you guys in Hollywood? I think it's the green screen. She's impressed. Not with Jordan.
I'm in
though.
Hollywood.
Anyways,
Rob
next
says he's playing the Division now, but he's not feeling it. I love the Division, but
Yeah, don't
No,
worry
Dark
about it,
Dark
dude. It's
Zone
not
for me.
that great.
Question 3 is Thumper anything like BioShock?
It's exactly like BioShock.
Which BioShock?
It is the Dark Souls and Castlevania or
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania of Dark Zone.
Of
Dark
Dark Zone
With roguelike
BioShock.
DLC. Oh, also, they want to know what our thoughts are on Destiny.
Oh god, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
I
Just
think that was a
rewind the
sarcastic one.
episode.
Yeah, I think I was sarcastic, but that Destiny, it's one of those games. I said I was asked to choose
Well,
my
I mean,
favorite
you're not
games,
gonna
and I
answer
put
it.
it.
I mean, I'm super excited. What about you, Jordan? What about you, Andres? What about you, fucking Ben?
Was that my new name?
Yeah.
Fucking Ben.
Fuck you, Ben.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey,
I
Ben,
love
why
Destiny.
don't you call yourself Big Ben? Why don't you just say like? Didn't that
Well,
work out?
Only in the
And
bedroom.
instead of your face on the podcast, you just put a picture of Big Ben there, with a little mouth on it.
You know, Big
'Cause Big
Ben's
Ben's
just
the-
the name of the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Who gives a shit?
Well done, Andre. I'm impressed. Did I say that last?
In a little bit, it'll be America's bell.
Freedom
Dear.
Bell. We'll put a little crack in it.
Rob says.
We'll replace it. Yeah, we'll replace it with our. Anyways.
Rob says, I'm looking to build a PC. How much FPS boost will I get from an RBG lighting?
You mean RGB?
Yeah,
that what it
we've
is?
got RBG.
Well, I mean, I didn't know they made computer parts that don't light up.
Mine
They
don't
make
light
computer
up.
parts that don't light up.
I was looking at mine. Yeah, mine doesn't actually light up. Yeah, I've got a nice see-through case as well, but nothing lights up in it. I need to.
Oh yeah, dude. I think there's only one way. Dude, if you have a
I want
if you
strobe
have a
light in it.
PC with all glowing parts,
Yeah.
fucking might as well just. It's real life.
Doubles the size of your
It's real
penis
life.
as well.
Just don't look into your computer screen that much, because then you'll get lost.
I was
You won't
looking
know
at
what's
PC
real.
case the other day, and it was the shape of a boat.
How much was it?
£2,000.
2,000?
2,000 pounds.
What was 2,000?
A
You can just
PC
buy-
case? It's like, does it float?
PC case.
You can just buy a MacBook.
Oh my god, right?
I saw a PC case that had an LCD display in it.
I want that, dude. I wanted
That
to
was
buy that
overkill.
so
Called a
bad.
laptop.
They don't sell it. They don't sell it without the complete package. Like they don't sell it. They don't sell just the case,
Mm.
which annoyed me.
Doesn't the Scorpio have like a little LCD thing on it?
No, I
that,
think
like-
that was just the dev kits. To be
Oh.
honest.
Yeah. If that's what the Scorpio is going to look like, then it's going to be really ugly. Agent Fart says, "What's your favorite beer?" Estrella.
My favorite beer.
My favorite beer is a craft beer made
Oh,
across the street.
Spot the hipster.
I'll see you
It's
later.
called
dude.
beard.
Skull fucker.
And does it?
Is it really?
Yeah, it has like 40% alcohol in it.
That's
that-
Four Loco, dude. It's not a
Yeah,
skull.
it's
called a Four Loko.
basically. No, my favorite beer is Bud Light Platinum.
Oh,
You're such a
Bud. Anything with
loser.
Budweiser in it. Jeez.
Dude,
Does
my
that count as
favorite
beer?
has to be a Corona.
Yeah.
An ice cold Corona. Oh man, nothing better than that, especially on the beach.
With a lime
Woo.
in it. Do you stick a lime in the top?
No, I don't. I'm not a girl.
I always put the line.
Don't like
on
your
the top.
cocktails. Here they're called Coronita because a Corona. I don't know. They got sued.
Coronita is actually like the small versions of the Coronas.
No, in Spain they're called Coronita because there's already a beer called Corona, and they
Oh,
got
really?
sued. So like Spain's the only country where they're called Coronita. There you go.
Ah.
But they always, wherever you buy it, they always stick a lime in the top, male or female. We don't care.
2017, baby.
Yeah, exactly. We don't assume. Jordan, what about you? Favorite beer? Or are you more of a gin drinker?
No, I like my beers. I've been drinking Budweiser today. I like a bit of Budweiser.
Yeah.
I like. What's wrong with Budweiser? It's lovely.
Budweiser is piss water.
Yeah, Budweiser sucks.
That's like
dude.
Foster's.
Like
isn't it?
5%. It's fine.
God, it's
Um,
horse piss, is what it is. That's what the commercials are trying to tell you.
Come to Barcelona,
Horses in
Jordan,
it.
and we'll go
Yeah.
to the Estrella factory, and I'll give you a bit of an Estrella. Estrella Dam.
Ooh.
It's got the word dam in it.
Stella.
That
I'll drink
sounds-
anything.
Stella.
Drink it all.
I love how in the UK, in Spain, Stella's kind of got like this image of being quite a classy drink.
Yeah, it's Stella. I hate Stella.
Do they? What's Stella like in
Stella's pretty
the
good.
US?
I enjoy it. I enjoy a good Stella.
Nice ice cold Stella. Lovely.
Yeah, my beer has to be ice cold, or else beer is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, I
Love
like
it.
to have a Stella with my samurai sandwich. That
Finally got it in.
everyone has
What does
to.
that mean?
We didn't tell you what we were doing.
No, you didn't.
We named the podcast Samurai, the episode Samurai Sandwich, just
Why?
for, like randomly, because we're like, okay, now we have to find a way to put Samurai Sandwich into it.
You realize we've got a numeric system for the episode. Yeah, so just-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's episode 18, comma, or semi-comma.
We can always
Samurai
change
sandwich.
it. We could still have episode 17 Samurai Sandwich. We can name these podcasts, although that's going very
It's actually
giant
no,
bomb.
It's actually no commas, just a bunch of lines that I put there. There's no-
Rob
So-
says Stella
so
should be
now
drunk.
we have to do that.
Should be drunk in a vest while fighting. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, one of these.
But in Spain, I love it when it's really hot. I don't know. They'll probably do it in the US as well. Like nearly all bars, they wash all their giant tankards in normal water and then stick it in the freezer. So when they serve you a beer, like your glass is just totally frosted. It's amazing. Makes a real mess of the table, but still, it's really cool. And also, another question. Do you know Crispin Freeman, the voice actor?
Of course.
I love that you put that down as a question. Who's Crispin Freeman?
The guy from Howl's Moving Castle. You don't know that movie?
No.
Was that Agent 27 that asked that question?
Shit, he's in loads of things. He's in Horizon Zero Dawn. He's Helis. And Overwatch, he's Winston. And Metal Gear Solid
Winston?
5, he's soldier/extras.
Is that Ava? Is that the person who's the voice actor? What's going on?
No, I think it must be her friend. He's also Legolas in Lord of the Rings Conquest, which is apparently a video game.
Really?
Was it a game?
It was a pretty shitty video game.
And God of War 3, Helios. So he's been Helios in Horizon Zero Dawn and Helios in God of War 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I love the next question.
Can the
Jordan,
British...
you look so tired.
Thank you.
It's just his face. Agent Far asks, can the British guys say, this is all a bit of pomp and circumstance? Where's that
It's
from?
my favorite question
Jordan,
ever.
can you say it?
Oi! It was all a bit of fucking pomp and circumstance, you cunt.
No.
Is that how you say it? Is that from
A
a book
little,
or something?
a
That's
little
the Cardiff
flair at the
accent.
end.
Yeah. All right. So have we got any other? Agent Fart says he used to work for Budweiser and never drunk their shit. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Budweiser's gross.
I got it. Do you know what else is really bad? Heineken. I don't know why people drink Heineken.
Oh yeah. I hate
I only, like I said, if Heineken's not fucking frozen, I won't drink it.
That's
Jeez.
beer pong beer. That's
Bent
it.
Boozer said Bent Boozer, that's a great name. Got drunk on Stella Artois in Egypt and it was room temperature. Jeez.
Never again. Oh god.
Mm-mm-mm.
Room temperature beer. Oh,
Room temperature Stella. Jeez.
Yeah.
beer in general. Room temperature beer is gross.
Yeah.
Mm.
Beer in general is kind of gross, but it's a topic for a different day.
Beer. Oh, I love beer.
I hate beer. I like wine. Give me a nice
Oh, yeah.
cab.
A Rioja.
Give me a nice cab Sauvignon Blanc.
I like a
Oh,
good
dude,
Sauvignon Blanc.
I get it. You live in New York, dude. You live in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And he's now proper New York and now he's had his bike stolen.
Yeah, now I got my fucking bike stolen. Those people.
So,
Those
guys,
people.
what are you doing this week? Any plans, Manny?
Nothing, man. Just gonna be streaming.
What are you
Probably
streaming
after
this
this,
week?
I'll start like in like a maybe like I'll take like a 30-minute break or an hour
Mm-hmm.
and then start streaming again.
What are you going to stream?
Dude, I don't know.
Guess I'll go on Destiny. Oh, you haven't got a capture card, have you? You
No.
can get a capture card.
Maybe one day.
Apparently the HD60S is out, which is an external one, but they use HDMI, and it's pretty good if you haven't got space in your computer.
I need something to capture Switch footage,
That's the one.
That's
HD60S.
Yeah, that's
but something super cheap.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
feel
not that then. Second-hand one, maybe? Take your camera, put your phone camera over the top of it, and just...
I've been
throw it like that.
considering.
Why don't they
I'm
do
almost there.
Yeah, that's the one thing that they're never going to release on the Switch is an app that lets you stream from it.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna. They don't even have Netflix.
Doesn't have the power to run Zelda.
know.
It's never going to stream it as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it doesn't have it yet. Maybe one day. About you, Andre? Any
Yeah,
plans
maybe.
this coming week?
Pardon?
Any plans this week? What are you gonna play?
This week I'm gonna try to beat both Hotline Miami's, and then I'm gonna beat Thumper.
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
What about Zelda? Have you beaten that yet?
No, I'm waiting for my brother to get it, and then and then I can and then
I'm
once
for
he
sure-
gets it, I'll be
Are you gonna get
I'm
it?
gonna
Manny?
get it in December. Yeah.
in December.
When all,
Why do you
when,
even
when,
have
all,
a
when all the
Switch?
DLC comes out, when all the DLC comes out for it.
There's
Well-
no point of waiting that long.
No, I'm
Oh,
not gonna
okay,
play it
well,
again
then-
until all the DLC is out though. But yeah, Manny, when
Yeah.
I get to 500 followers, I'm gonna have a competition. You could win a game. Could win Zelda.
Really?
Oh wait, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It's gonna be a giveaway for 500 followers. It's gonna be in a while.
Oh, speaking of which, I have the download codes for Gears of War 2 and 3. If anyone wants that.
That's
I
actually a
can
game
give
that I
to
was.
one of you.
I don't know. I think I mentioned it last week. I played a bit of Gears of War 4. It just,
Oh, yeah?
it's just stupid. It's a stupid game.
That's
Isn't it?
stupid.
Hundreds of people spent thousands of hours making that game.
It's just no, but it's
Stupid game.
so over the top, and it's kind of America. It's like how I imagine
Yeah,
a
that's why I
real
like it.
It's not even set in
patriotic
America.
American
It's set on a
made.
different planet.
Yeah, right? You
But-
jerk.
Although I did you not get Gears of War 4 kind of vibes from that opening level of Destiny? Just
Oh,
complete
yeah, at some
chaos,
point.
mental.
Yeah.
Those and the giant guys that you're fighting.
And that's the thing. Gears of War 4, I think, was toned down compared to Gears of War 3.
Oh god, I haven't played any of the others.
Yeah.
It didn't
Gears of
run
War
very.
3
It
was like super.
didn't
crazy.
run very well on my PC for some reason. It might have been because I was streaming it at the same time, but I'm probably going to play it on the Xbox because it's cross
Do it.
buy, which is good. Jordan, any plans this week? Going to see any vasectomies? I nearly said instead of
Vasectomies.
what was the thing I was meant to say? Dissections.
Autopsies?
Autopsies, yeah, not vasectomy.
Always about the dicks. From
You can't stop talking about it.
He's gone red now. Now he's thinking
loves
about
a
it.
nice cock.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Hey, very nice.
terms of
very
games,
nice.
American shush. So in terms of games, I'm going to try and play a bit of the Surge and to see if I can persevere with that at all.
Mm-hmm. Is it a game that you can do co-op with, by the way? I forgot to ask that. Is it like Bloodborne,
No,
Dark Souls,
yeah,
Neo?
That's a weird thing about it. All of the online stuff is completely stripped out. It's just a full-on single-player game.
Now you're going to have to actually beat it without help. I usually play those
Oh,
without, yeah.
shots fired!
No, that's what I'm like with
Oh, no.
Neo. When it comes to a boss, it's like, yeah, let's get someone in.
Yeah, when it came to all the Dark Souls, until like the very end, like I normally just get like one person. I'm like, help me out. Like, just
Yeah.
help me out, because that game is.
I was desperate for
Rough.
help with Neo at the start, and now I've got like 12 or 13 of those Koroko thingamabob. No, that's Zelda. What are they called?
Korok seeds, nice.
Korok, yeah.
Correct.
What are those things called, John, in Neo, when you can summon people? Something like Korok, Kawasaki,
Something's
something
is it a
Japanese.
bowl of something.
Yeah,
Bowl.
Kawasaki balls.
Okocho.
Ochoko.
Go.
Ochoko balls. Yeah, I've got loads of those now, so I'm
Coca-Cola.
gonna just blast. I'm gonna blast through Neo eventually. But it's a good game.
I'll blast through you.
Anything coming out this week, by the way, just before we go?
Ooh, I think there is.
There's something coming out very soon, or at least
Yeah, there's something this week. Have a look.
games coming out this week.
Wow, we are so prepared.
Rhyme.
Rhyme, is it come out
Is-
for the Switch?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
25th.
it's-
I'll be playing Slither.io until we end this.
Rhymes. Everyone seems to be loving Rhyme, but it's coming out on the Switch eventually. Everywhere else is out on the 26th, apparently.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Are
What
you
else?
gonna play it?
If it's good.
Ultimate Street Fighter 2, which is coming out on
Too
the Switch.
expensive.
I'm definitely getting that.
That does look
Too
kind of cool
expensive.
for the Switch. I never played Street Fighter as a kid, so I'd like to see what all the fuss is about. Friday
Too much
13th is out May 26th as well.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
I wanted to play that. I heard it's got a pretty cool campaign.
Really?
why does
Yeah, they added a campaign to it. Before it was just a multiplayer game, and then they added a campaign to it.
was the original Rockstar? Why do I have a cover of Friday the
been the
13th? There's like a PlayStation 2 cover of Friday the 13th with a Rockstar picture. That's just
You're
strange.
thinking of Manhunt.
Yeah, but I think someone's just made a cover,
Oh.
tried to pass that off. Yeah, Injustice 2 is already out. Surge is already out. Strafe? What's Strafe? Oh, that came out.
That's like I hear that game sucks, but
Yeah.
it's like an old school style shooter.
Yeah,
where
it's
like
like a-
you're
like a
just strafing
Doom.
around. Yeah, like a Doom.
Wolfenstein.
The Little Nightmares apparently might have
they
some
need-
DLC. I heard that's also in the news. That came out in the news today, I think. Little Nightmares might have DLC for some reason, but playing a different character. I'll play it. I'll
I
get that.
still
if it does.
haven't played that.
So good. You didn't play it? Oh, okay. It's really
Yeah.
good. Just
Yeah, I want to
put,
play it too.
put 3.5 hours to one side
Yeah.
and just play it because it's a game you don't want to put down. It's a bit like Journey.
Yeah.
You know, it's best in one sitting.
Yeah, my brother still hasn't played Journey, so
Oh, Manny.
I know he's a piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Don't give a shit about it.
Oh, Journey's amazing. I've got a signed. Speaking of memorabilia, I got a signed postcard from the people who made Journey.
Oh, I have a signed version of the game. From
We should
the
check.
people
We
who
should
made
check
it. Yeah.
and see if it's the same.
Yeah.
Wait a
They
minute.
even drew like a little mountain. They drew a little mountain on my copy.
I don't know actually. I think it just said thanks. And then like 4 people signed it. All right,
Thanks
well,
for giving me money.
let's put this thing down and before it gets out of control. Don't forget, follow us on Biggest Bennis on Twitch. That's the only place you need to follow. And clickclickplay.com is where you'll find reviews, you'll find the podcast, and you'll also find Jordan's new article, which he's writing about how terrible Square Enix are. Is that right, Jordan?
Whoa. Let's reframe that. I'm going to write something about how they need to make Final Fantasy good again, and how they're going to do it, and why they should hire me.
And also, yeah, join us. Follow me on Venmo, which I looked, it doesn't exist in Europe at the moment. It's only
really?
it's only in the US. But yeah, Manny GPT on Twitch. I'm a Make Movies on YouTube for Andre. Jordan, find him on Tinder. And
Follow me on Twitter.
yeah,
Follow my grinder. I have a very funny grinder.
mask for mask. All right, I'm gonna be back next week. Are you guys back next week?
Yeah. I don't think I have anything planned.
Yeah.
I won't be actually. No.
Huh?
I'm away. Yeah.
You're away. Where are you
Just
going?
thought about that. To the Celtic Manor.
Ooh, we're gonna play some golf.
No.
Just thought you'd go there. Dirty weekend
Make
away,
some
is it?
love. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Well, we'll find someone to replace you. Maybe we'll see if Rocket Sauce is free. He went down very well last week. All right, I will see y'all next week.
All right, see y'all later.
Bye.
Play the video game podcast.